teams got to sleep in just a little teeny tiny bit today, starting at 10 a.m. as opposed to 8 yesterday, when we had 32 matches in the preliminary round all yesterday. It was a big, big day, but we all survived. The teams are back now, and we will get into actual playoff games by the end. We've still got a bunch of quarterfinals to go, or a bunch of preliminary round games to go through, including this one. We'll be into quarters by late this afternoon as things start to play down and we head toward those medals in men's and women's rugby sevens.
Well, it definitely was a large day yesterday. This is Team NL's third game of this tournament. They have yet to score any points in this so far. New Brunswick had a wonderful day yesterday. They did not pick up a victory, but they did pick up some points on the scoreboard. And I think we might be missing referees here is what our problem is. We need those to play the game.
Yeah, all of our athletes in position. Here comes the officiating crew. Team New Brunswick in the primarily white uniforms with that dark red and green trim. The Rock, Team Newfoundland and Labrador in the traditional all-maroon colors. And New Brunswick will be the ones to kick off and get this thing underway.
Well, this seems like a New Brunswick crowd here, Matt.
There is a lot of support for Team New Brunswick going on here today.
They're invading here. As we are underway, it's the first game of day 2, and it's New Brunswick versus the host, Team Newfoundland and Labrador. And New Brunswick off to a great start here to day 2. Adele brought down. New Brunswick maintaining possession early on. It's Blanche passing it along. New Brunswick off to a great start to this game. They will lose possession, and that will bounce out. And Matt, this is the longest Newfoundland and Labrador have gone in the female division without allowing a try. So, I mean, a good start for them.
Hey, little steps as you go along. That was good work for New Brunswick. Just the final pass let them down there, but good teamwork, everybody working together as they made some yards.
And it's good to be able to get that off their back as well. They had a tough start to their 2 games yesterday, but now back in business and hoping to pick up their first point as Claire Goodyear went down to try to keep it in play, but it looks like this will go New Brunswick's way.
And once again, good work by New Brunswick as the teams went up in the air to grab that ball. New Brunswick getting the arm in on the Newfoundland throw, disrupting things.
Now we got another throw in here in the exact same spot, but this time it will go New Brunswick's way, and a bobbling ball, and Elle will gain possession. It's Sherman, the Gonzaga Viking, passing it off, and away they go. And Newfoundland and Labrador might be going here. It's dropped behind. Newfoundland still pushing. It's Isabel Quinton losing the ball. Drop behind for Goodyear. Leaving it for Sherman. She drops the ball, and now here goes New Brunswick, and they might be through. It's Adele all alone. Can she put it down for the first try of day 2? Team New Brunswick picking up first blood in this first half.
Fantastic run, great work by Team New Brunswick. Of course, it's Adele getting the job done. She's been so good all day yesterday. Again, we've talked about it. New Brunswick has had great efforts, just haven't had the results go their way. They've put in the work and getting a little something to show for it here.
You're so right, and this is the first time they've had a lead in this tournament, so huge, huge stuff for them, and well done.
The kick is low, so just 5 points for Team New Brunswick, but they'll take it. 2.5 into the first half, and New Brunswick in front in this Atlantic matchup to start off day number 2, men's and women's rugby sevens. Day 2 of 3, it's a very quick tournament.
It is very fast as Sherman keeps the ball moving. Well done by Williams to nip that play in the bud, but Newfoundland and Labrador still making their way down. It's Jessica Smith dropping it back. Some nice tackles here by New Brunswick, and Team NL will get possession. They'll check it in play, and away they go. Making some wonderful passes. What a spin move. They're gaining some yards here as they still search for their first points of this tournament. Looking to give their fans something to cheer about. Beautiful tackle by Adele. Picked up, oh, a huge tackle there. That ball will make its way back into Newfoundland and Labrador's half, but away goes Goodyear. Goodyear powering ahead. She's hauled down. She looks to keep the ball moving, and that'll go New Brunswick's way. That'll be kicked off the scoreboard there.
Getting a good sound out of that thing.
As New Brunswick will throw it in here, and Newfoundland and Labrador making substitutions. Leah Quinlan coming on, and Sarah Baker checking into the game. So quick substitution here for Newfoundland and Labrador.
Well, playing out here at 10 a.m. right now. It is very, very hot already. The sun beating down on the field. You want fresh legs out there when you can.
Well, that's dropped, and looks like Newfoundland and Labrador will pick up the ball here.
What?
Have the opportunity to throw it in. No, looks like this will go back to New Brunswick again. Again, tough to see from our angle. A bouncy ball scooped up here. Haley Smith hauled down.
Great tackle.
But now the Rock keeps it moving. And here they come. Baker drops it off. Look at this passing. They might be gaining something here as they keep it moving. Dropped. Baker will pick it up. There's Sarah Baker running up through the gut. Sarah Baker's through. She might just take it all the way. Sarah Baker's in. Newfoundland and Labrador have their first try of the 2025 Canada Summer Games. And who else but number 8, Sarah Baker. She has been Team Newfoundland and Labrador's best player in the first 2 games of this tournament, and now that hard work has finally paid off, Matt.
Found that space through the defense, the kick from right in the middle.
And
it's
they have
good.
a lead. Team Newfoundland and Labrador has their first lead of this tournament. Matt, what a treat for this first game. Both teams playing so well.
And that's what we want to see. 2 teams relatively evenly matched up here, able to go punch for punch, jab for jab, exchange the lead back and forth. Makes for an exciting matchup, which is exactly what we want to see with a crowd this big in here.
Well, respect to both fans for getting up here early on this Tuesday to come and cheer on their respective province, or even just being neutral and come watch some great rugby. As Martin will kick it in, and I don't think that that's in play. They got to start at center.
No, she was just trying to send it back to center, and it went off the side of the foot.
Well, New Brunswick having some trouble here checking it into the game. I think Sarah Baker is down here. We hope that she will be okay. We know that she was in some discomfort yesterday as well, so again, great player for Team Newfoundland and Labrador, and I'm sure she will be okay, and we hope that she won't miss too much time here. These rugby players are tough, Matt.
Oh, without any doubt. Referee gone over to check on things as well. They're late in half number 1. Team NL leading New Brunswick by that conversion attempt. I shouldn't say attempt, it went through. 7-5, Team Newfoundland and Labrador, as Baker's able to get up and walk off the pitch.
So Baker's gonna come off for a little bit, and checking into the game is Blessing Ajayi. Well, here we go, New Brunswick putting it back in play, and they're off to the races quickly. It looks like we have an offsides here as New Brunswick takes it up the other way, keeping it moving. They keep on pushing as they try to get it as far into Newfoundland and Labrador territory as they can. As this first half is already almost over. This has flown by so far.
Rugby Sevens always does, only these 7-minute halves.
Well, a nice tackle here by Team NL, but New Brunswick still pushing hard. Now Team NL will take over the ball here. Now that'll be intercepted here by Adele, and Adele's running, looking for her second try of the match. Leaving it behind New Brunswick. Keeps on moving the ball. Down they go as it's Martin who drops it off. Oh, a huge tackle there by Ajayi. And Newfoundland and Labrador trying to strip that ball out, but we have a stoppage in play. And that's going to do it for our first half, an action-packed first half of female rugby sevens live from the Sweilers rugby pitch in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Team NL have their first lead of the tournament. They go up 7-5 after the first half.
Both teams overall moving the ball well. They're passing. The tackling's been fantastic on both sides. Need to protect the ball a little bit more, and that goes for Newfoundland and New Brunswick. Both teams have managed to spill the ball a couple of times. We've had those throw-ins that have gone not just to the wrong team, but over everybody, and it's just been a scramble for the loose rolling ball down the field. Once you've got possession, it is so important to do everything you can to keep that. The other team can't put any points on the board. They can't gain any yards if you're the one holding on to the ball. So protect the ball going into the second half. The team that can do that better, probably able to come away with the win.
And this is an enormous game for both teams. Most likely the winner of this game will go on to the quarterfinals. So this is a huge game for both of these Atlantic Canadian provinces. And obviously got to think a bit of pressure's on Team NL here. You know, you're playing in your home barn, and you don't want to crash out early in this one. You want to be playing as much rugby as you can, and obviously you still have the 9 and 10 placement match as well, but obviously Team NL wants to give their home fans something to cheer about. But New Brunswick are going to try to crash the party. Their fans have already crashed the party here. They have invaded the Sweilers Rugby Club, even with custom shirts on. Really, really cool stuff.
Now, a group of 5 and a group of 6 in these preliminary round pools. If you're in the top 4, you're into the quarterfinals. So one win might be enough to get you there.
New Brunswick starting off with possession of a crucial second half in rugby sevens here. And now here they go. Busting up through the middle, but a huge tackle by Isabel Quinton. And now here's New Brunswick making some wonderful passes, and it looks like a stoppage in play here, just as it looked like they were going to take off.
Yeah, players are going to go in for the first scrum of day number 2.
Well, coming on for NL is Ireland Murphy. She makes her way on. NL's made a lot of substitutes so far in this game. NL will come away with possession. Lovely passing from them as they make their way down. It's Isabel Quinton holding onto the ball. NL maintaining possession here. Ireland Murphy powering through, down she goes. Murphy will drop it back once again. NL keeps it moving. Lovely passing from them. It's Ajayi. Ajayi with some speed, leaves it behind. And down it goes. It will go NL's way. They'll check it back in quickly. Catching New Brunswick napping here as they keep the ball moving forward. Getting closer and closer to that end zone. They got to maintain possession. It's Ajayi. Ajayi goes down. Newfoundland and Labrador can smell the end zone, but New Brunswick's excellent defense pays off as they will get possession deep in their own territory. And now here they go, looking to build up their attack here. Once again, pinned pretty deep in their own end. Quinlan trying to rip it out of the hands of Team New Brunswick.
A turnover here might result in 5 points. It's so dangerous when you're in that tight to your own end zone.
And now New Brunswick will attempt to kick it, and that might just roll out of play. I mean, a good effort by New Brunswick to try to just get rid of it, but it didn't pay off in the end.
Yeah, still early enough in the half that you can go for that play and just say, I just want this ball away from my goal. We're only down 2. We got plenty of time to work with here.
And like we talked about yesterday, I think the kick play needs to be used a bit more here in Rugby Sevens. Not that I know too much about the sport, but it seems like a pretty good thing to clear the ball. And there's our first successful throw, but no, it's given away. And New Brunswick's defense coming up huge, and there's the kick play. And now this is when you need your runners.
And New Brunswick's coming.
All the way down into Team NL territory. They will get there first, but how about this from New Brunswick? And
Just
this
got to fall on there and protect that ball. That was one Newfoundland and Labrador player going back and two New Brunswick athletes coming as fast as they could.
This will go to NL. It's Quinlan making her way forward. Drop the ball, New Brunswick will kick it, and there's a nice play from them, but NL will gain possession.
3 minutes gone, 4 to play here in the second half.
NL just got to try to keep it down in New Brunswick territory, but New Brunswick is not making it easy, that's for sure.
It's one of those games, nobody's going to score 40 points in this one. You got to grind it out.
Here's Quinlan, she'll leave it behind. Now it's Goodyear. Goodyear over for Quinlan.
Nice
Quinlan
switch.
on the run. Quinlan with some beautiful moves. That's a great pass. And here they come. It's clear. Goodyear passing it off. Rolling ball goes down. NL will get possession, and that's a knock-on against them. And this will go to New Brunswick. A crucial play here, and substitutes coming in. It's Ireland Murphy moving in for Team Newfoundland and Labrador. Thought she was already on, but maybe they told her to go back off. So now she's on.
They're in and out quickly. Gautreau coming on for New Brunswick as the teams go into the scrum. New Brunswick to place the ball.
Biggest scrum of the tournament right here for New Brunswick. They got to use their speed here as it's placed in and picked up on the other side. And that'll go towards New Brunswick once again as Newfoundland and Labrador gets set. And here comes the speed from New Brunswick. It's McAllister. McAllister will pick it up. She's on the side, twisting away and hauled down right there. Picked up now, McAllister will move it along. Wonderful passing here by Team New Brunswick, and they might be gone here. This could be dangerous. Team New Brunswick might be in. They're gonna get there. Team New Brunswick is in for a try and for the lead. They're gonna kill some time and wait to lay this down, and now they will. New Brunswick have the lead over Team NL. It's 10-7 in this second half.
Exactly the break that they needed. Great job by New Brunswick down the wing, and they had the time to bring that ball back to the middle to push it down for the try, and makes this kick for two a lot easier than way out by the side flag. Still doesn't go, but it was the right idea.
Well, NL needs an Eric Haas moment here. Get it down the pitch. The hosts with a province on their side. They're gonna need a miracle.
A kick would tie the game, although we haven't seen a single player on any team throughout this competition try that yet.
Well, as of right now, Team NL needs a win. They can't afford a draw in this game. So although we talked about this, we love the kick, they need a try in this last minute and a half of this game. And here comes Team NL. New Brunswick relentless on defense. Goodyear passing it off. This might be the time to use your wings here and just boot it down and hope you got a fast runner on your team. And now looking to work it up here.
Doing a great
Nice
job.
Power.
Yeah, brute forcing it through the middle. I just don't know if they have time for that.
And NL keeping the ball moving. They were almost through a gap there, but
Good tackle by New Brunswick.
New Brunswick doing so well on defense. This will go NL's way. This is huge for them as they got to make this work. NL got no time to waste here. And they're going to punt it down, and they get a friendly bounce, and this will help them out. What a nice kick in here. They need a miracle right here, and it looks like Adele is going to come back into this game. A tactical change for New Brunswick. And I think Sarah Baker is coming back onto the field. So both teams' best players, if you will, coming back on here to finish this game off.
See what Baker's got in the tank.
Oh my goodness, what an opening game of today. This has been absolutely brilliant. Do NL have a Canada Games moment in them? Nice tip, here they come. Beautiful pass as NL makes their way ahead. Almost through the gap once again, but New Brunswick shutting down the gap here. It's passed off. Lovely fake by Quinlan. Quinlan attempting to keep it moving forward. Adele in there to try to snatch the ball out. And now they need something right now. They can't afford a whistle. It's Sarah Baker taking off. Baker passing it off. NL cannot afford a whistle. They have to get it forward. This will be the last play of the game as they keep on driving. Down she goes, Baker. Picks up the ball. Looking for an option. It's Quinlan on the sideline. Quinlan dancing down. She's hauled down. It's passed on. And are they in? What's the call?
I think it's out on the far side. Referee says no.
It's over. New Brunswick has won it. Yes, New Brunswick has won it. New Brunswick gets the win by millimeters. Unbelievable finish. Team New Brunswick has done it in absolutely stunning fashion.
And just look what that means.
Oh my gosh, the defense of New Brunswick making the biggest play of their lives right there. Matt, what a finish to the first game of the day.
Absolutely incredible stuff. Thrilling drama right to the final whistle, quite literally, in that matchup. Newfoundland and Labrador gave absolutely everything. They did enough to get it done, but some days the ball bounces your way, some days it does not. And today it's Team New Brunswick gets the win.
Well, what an unbelievable game here, folks, from the Sweilers Rugby Club. My name is Seth Hyde alongside Matt Little. This was the All-Atlantic Match of the Century. It was New Brunswick versus Newfoundland and Labrador. You're watching Universal Media. You're watching the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Action continuing from the Sweilers Rugby Club here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. We are at the 2025 Canada Games. Hello to our viewers in Nova Scotia. A very good early morning out on the West Coast in British Columbia as these two teams collide here in Women's Rugby Sevens. My name is Matt Little alongside Seth Hyde on English language commentary for you today. This is game 34 of preliminary round action, our second of the day. As BC looks to stay in control. They've been very strong throughout day number one, and BC to kick off to get things started. BC in those navy uniforms, Nova Scotia with the two-tone blue and the white shirts. Nova Scotia running from left to right. And Nova Scotia doing some running. Look at them go. Nice handoff, but the ball loose. And BC's going to recover it. Very fast start to the game for Nova Scotia. Ends up going for naught as the ball gets lost. And now it's BC working it out to the wing. Looking for space through the defenders. She'll find it. On her horse, moving forward is Narroway. And she will go all the way for the try.
Well, Narroway picking up her first try of these Canada Summer Games. And what a start for Team BC. One of the favorites of this tournament.
We'll watch the kick as BC looks to add 2 more points. Indeed, they do. So 7-0 British Columbia here, just over 40 seconds in.
Well,
BC team, sorry, that's the BC team is fast.
Yeah, Nova Scotia had a tough game last night against Alberta, getting shut out against them. They had a wonderful start, but that last game kind of put a stain on that wonderful opening day.
Well, here we go, Nova Scotia making it work now. And again, the ball comes out and BC there to recover. Referee will stop things here, and we'll get the first scrum of the game between these two sides. Minute 45 into the first half. So both teams moving the ball really, really well. You know, we just had the game between New Brunswick and Newfoundland and Labrador, and at some points in that game, yards were hard to come by. It was some hard slogging in the middle. Both of these teams showcasing some speed, absolutely flying when they're in possession. BC trying to cut that corner and get around wide right. Nova Scotia says no. Pulls down the ball carrier Rousseau. BC looking to come through the middle this time around, and Nova Scotia's wrapped the ball carrier. It comes out, and this time it's Nova Scotia recovering. 2 minutes 30 gone in the opening half as we line up for our second scrum. Nova Scotia will send the ball into the mix. Once we're set, players locked together. Here we go. Nova Scotia quickly working it out. They'll fake the handoff and then go down in the middle of the park. That was Culligan trying to move forward. Team NS, good quick handoff. Keeping it moving, Willis Glasgow looking for space over on the far side of the pitch. Hard to avoid those tacklers. Ball is thrown back, and Nova Scotia will pick it back up. McLean getting it off the turf. Team NS still trying to find that way forward through the BC defense. Gaining yards. Still coming forward. Tossed back, out wide right. Got a little daylight here on the run. Defender won't catch her. She's in for the try. Maggie Hellier scores for Nova Scotia.
Maggie Hellier with a beautiful fake, a shake and bake, and now Nova Scotia is back in this game. I mean, again, that rough last game yesterday, it obviously hasn't gotten to them. I mean, BC is a heavy hitter in this tournament, and Nova Scotia is doing really well to start off this game.
So BC keeps the lead right now, 7-5 over Nova Scotia, but always good to get into the end zone.
It looked like that went in from up here, that conversion.
Well, we're on a bit of a funny angle looking at it from center. We don't get to see it perfectly straight on. And that's why they haven't made me a referee. Nova Scotia kicks it off. BC will take that one cleanly. Little stutter step before trying to turn on the Jets and taken down. As the teams continue to fight for space. Ooh, nice tackle. The ball carrier brought down, but BC holding on to possession. Bobbling up in the air, Nova Scotia takes it. That's a fantastic claim there. Getting her hands on it was Hooper Dixon. Team Nova Scotia. Off a hand, and BC will pick it up off the turf this time around. BC with nowhere to go. Forced to go backwards. Nova Scotia, good tackling down low, but BC breaks it. Another tackle, trying to pull her down. Got it down to a knee, but the ball carrier back up and on her horse. What a job to shake off that tackle. Last defender coming in hot, but she won't get there in time. That's a try for Team British Columbia, Amber Valance.
Amber Valance, we've said that name a lot here in this tournament, and showing why, just they're not giving up on that ball. And she's got a try And Team BC is up by 7 and potentially 9 here now.
That tackle, I mean, they had her like at the waist and then the other hand up like right on the collar trying to pull her down. Valance got down to a knee but just powered through. Impressive drive to go forward. Once again, the kick is good as well, so 14-5, British Columbia leading Nova Scotia here in women's rugby sevens. Day 2 at the 2025 Canada Games. BC with a deep kick. Nova Scotia's got to chase it way back. Pick this one up deep in their own end. Team Nova Scotia taken down by 2 players. They'll protect that ball, keep it going, getting it into the middle of the park. Big tackle as McLean is put down. Still in possession, though. These women are tough. McLean right back up. Settled down here by the official as we set up for another scrum. We have passed 7 minutes of the first half. BC in the correct end of the field for them, and they placing the ball into the scrum. Can they make something else happen? A little over a 1-score game right now, but BC would like to put more distance in between. It'll be BC. That pass just over the shoulder. They will pick it back up as Nova Scotia pulls down the ball carrier once more. Defania coming forward for BC. She's pulled down. British Columbia, good pitch out to the right side. That should get in. Yes, sir.
Well, taking advantage of the situation, British Columbia, they got some added time here in this first half. We're over 8 minutes and using that to their advantage to widen the gap.
Everybody heading back to the benches now for a drink as we hit halftime between the 2 sides. We still will have the kick, but it is from downtown. All right, so 19-5, BC leads Nova Scotia after the opening half here in women's rugby sevens. BC tacking on that extra score right on the end of the half, and that is just so important and gives them so much more breathing room going into half number 2 against the Blue Nosers.
Well, you're absolutely right. BC has just played so well in this match so far. You know, it looked like Nova Scotia was starting to claw their way back into the game, but BC not going to let it happen. They're an experienced group, and that's why they're a favorite in this tournament.
Well, don't turn your back on either of these sides. Both of them have some good weapons. Both of them have some strong, fast players. But every time we've seen those navy jerseys, the white collar and the gold numbers, a great look for BC. Every time they've been out here, men's or women's, they have been very, very difficult to slow down. Nova Scotia staying in the huddle longer than BC. I guess they probably have a little bit more to talk about. Here we go. Back ready for half number 2. 19-5, BC leads Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia is going to be the team to kick off in this half. It'll be Allison McLean to stand over the ball here at center. McLean's kick is up. BC will get it, drop it, and Nova Scotia picks it up. A good break for Nova Scotia early, as Shaw was right there to grab it. McLean, well, dishes off, but that's knocked on.
Right here.
Going for a scrum here early on. Just 25 seconds into the half.
It is your ball. They knocked it on first. Crouch.
Oh, we have the referee mic'd up here. Is that what we're
Set.
hearing in our ear?
I do believe you're correct.
Up.
Whoa.
Just slipped. I know the grass is wet. Let's stay up. Crouch.
We heard a voice in our ear up here, folks, and we were like, what's going
Set.
on? Well, shout out to our Universum crew. I don't know if you guys are hearing this, but this is awesome.
Big collision. Ball comes
Cross
loose.
forward.
Yep, BC picks it up, but nope. Pass forward.
Sorry. Mark's here? It's okay.
Wow.
Just behind you. Thank you.
Referee just got complimented. Did you hear that? Someone just said they love their hair. Maybe they'll get an extra call from that.
Bind. Set.
Ball in. It's Nova Scotia out of the scrum. Team Nova Scotia. Getting moving. Out wide now. Can they get around that defender? No. Great tackle. Bringing down Hellier. Nova Scotia still there. Coming forward again. Another good tackle. Right on the ankles. Trying to play through the middle. Nova Scotia can't find any space for Shaw.
Out.
Still coming. BC keeps closing as Nova Scotia keeps getting closer. Pulled down. Team NS trying to protect the ball. She's picked it up and through. It's McLean. Scores the try.
Allison McLean, another key piece for this Nova Scotia squad. A huge try for Team NS. What a start to the second half for them.
Another absolutely wonderful game we've got going on here. I think that kick went wide. So that keeps it critically still a 2-score game at 19-10, BC in front of Nova Scotia.
Well, we've debunked the mystery of why they have mics and earpieces. We talked about it at soccer, and all the referees got mics and earpieces, and we found out why.
Well, I mean, I'd like to think that the officials have a way to talk to each other. Sometimes they talk to us. That's neat. On the way now, here comes British Columbia, looking to reestablish. Again, they are up by multiple scores, 9 points, and looking for more. Charging down the sideline, turning on the afterburners, all the way down the pitch. And it's a try for Team BC.
Well, like you said, reestablishing. They've got a more comfortable lead now. They let Nova Scotia into the game a little bit to start off this second half, but now they're back and they're buzzing, and they've got a 14-point lead.
That's what those really exceptional, that's what those really fast teams have been doing throughout this competition, is they need the ball for like 20 seconds, and all of a sudden, all the way down the pitch. Kick not successful, but still 24-10, up 14. That's 2 tries and 2 conversions to tie the game for Nova Scotia, and they've got 3 minutes to do so. It's not impossible, but it's sure not going to be easy. Shaw back to pick it up deep in her own end for Team NS. Thrown down to the turf. Nova Scotia keeping things moving. Oh, another good hit down low for BC. Not allowing any space by. That's Howlett getting in the way. BC picking up that loose ball. Now looking for support as Valence is stopped in her pursuit forward. BC trying to fight through. Nova Scotia knocking down the ball carrier once and then again. BC keeps flipping it out, and there's no one there to stop them. More points for British Columbia as they take full control.
They just won't stop. They don't know how to stop, and that's why they are undefeated. BC is just so good, and I think we're going to see them on the podium tomorrow.
That's a great job. I mean, Nova Scotia in there, tackling the ball carrier, pitched out, tackling the ball carrier, pitched out, and just eventually there's no one left to make that tackle as BC keeps effectively moving that ball. Well, 29-10, Team BC, with over 5 minutes gone here in the second half. Nova Scotia back to receive another kick. Oh,
faking out everybody there.
Just a little squib as that one bounces out.
Okay. Time's off. Sub.
Substitution being made,
Stand
Team
your side.
BC.
Set the gap.
Lily McCluskey coming into the match, number 12.
Time's back on.
Team Nova Scotia, beautifully done in the air. Now the back's looking for space. Won't find much there
Release is good.
as they continue to try to fight through the middle. British Columbia taking possession now. Looking for the exclamation point on the match. Rumbling forward, 3 Nova Scotia players in there to try and stop it. They rip the ball clean. Great job by Team Nova Scotia. And here might be a chance to go, oh, but a good tackle. Snuffs out that opportunity. That was Rousseau with another good tackle for BC. Nova Scotia just looking for something else. They'll kick it forward and chase down the loose ball. It takes a friendly BC bounce as it went out wider than the Nova Scotia player chasing after it as we pass 7 minutes. Played in the second half. BC still there, pitching out to the right. Evades one tackle. There's one defender left. Can she make it? Got that shirt.
Knock on.
That ends up being a knock on, and that'll end the match. BC 29-10 over Team Nova Scotia.
What a wonderful game from both teams. Really, really well done. Nova Scotia still a dark horse in this tournament, but BC still a heavy favorite.
So it's another win for British Columbia in women's rugby sevens as they pick it up a 29-10 win over Nova Scotia. Lots more action to come today. Stay with us. Don't miss a moment. We're here all day long, every match from Rugby Sevens at the 2025 Canada Games.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Legends aren't born. They're built. Icons don't become icons overnight. What you hear about is the achievement. What you see is the result. But greatness is built on wellness. So here's to heroes unsung, efforts unseen, and distant dreams humbly attained.
Women's Quebec and Ontario. My buddy Andy over here. I think it's, was it 5 women, 5 men, the match before?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, 5 women, 5 men, women, men, and then we get a break.
Bring you some fish.
Women's Rugby Sevens continuing from the Swilers Rugby Club in St. John's at the 2025 Canada Games. This one, the eternal conflict in Canada. Upper Canada versus Lower Canada. Anglais, Francais. It's Team Ontario,
Red versus
Team Quebec.
Blue. Red versus blue as well.
Everything is in there, and we've been looking forward to this one. My name is Matt Little. Seth Hyde is alongside me for English language commentary for this match. Of course, it is also available en français with Roger Surrett and Richard Provencher, and you can listen to this game in French as well.
Well, where are we right now? We got band practice here. Did you hear that? We got a drum line for the Ontario faithful.
They are making some noise. It is sounding good. It is sounding loud. We started off with the host team here today. Place was packed. New Brunswick had tons of fans in here as well. Nova Scotia was making some noise in the last game. And now Ontario and Quebec bringing the noise as well. Quebec in all blue going from left to right. Ontario all red going from right to left as we get set to start this one. 2 7-minute halves in Rugby Sevens as these teams battle it out, looking for top place in the pool. It'll be Naomi Lapp to kick it off and get things going. Ball out of play, Ontario quickly in. Quebec trying to look for some room on the far side as the drums come to life. Just 30 seconds into the match. Both of these teams used to scoring by now. A great kick by Quebec. This will get all the way to the goal line and into the end zone. Who's going to get there first? That's not going to count. The Quebec player just trying to push the Ontario player out of the way so they could get to the ball. Good strategy, but unable to get the ball with downward pressure. And Ontario will bring it back out of their own end.
Well, I think that this could be a preview of our final here between both of these squads. Like you said, undefeated, battling for the top of the pool. This is going to be a treat for our third game of the day.
A number of teams in contention for that spot in the final, but certainly these are two of the big ones. As Ontario digs it out and starts to work those passes across. That one just off the top of the fingertips of McGuinness, but Ontario's still there. Now the referee stops it up. Quebec has possession, and Quebec wastes little time getting moving toward the goal again. Out wide for Quebec. Can they turn that last corner? No. Quebec will have to come back toward the middle of the field and try the other way. They unable to find any space for Quebec. Lapp will dig it out. Toss it across. Ontario wrapping up the ball carrier again as Salome Lapp, number 6, taken down. Salome Lapp wearing number 6. Naomi Lapp wears number 4 for Quebec. You will hear both their names a lot. It's already intense, fast, but no points on the board. Just about 2.5 minutes in. This one's a scrum over on the far side as everybody gets in. Set, they lock together. And here's the ball. Ontario has to pitch it back. The backs working very deep in their own end, looking for a little daylight. Quebec popped that ball loose.
Oh, this will go Quebec's way. That's huge.
Nice job by Quebec to interfere with that one. Getting hands on the ball. We're back in for another scrum. All kinds of noise being made. Of course, you can tell that's Ontario making the noise because it's in English. Here comes Lapp. Thrown out to Lapp again. Naomi to Salome. Quebec picks it up off the ground, charges forward. A little help. Ontario still holding the line. Oh, great tackle. Quebec right there as the ball spilled out. And Ontario on top of the ball carrier as Quebec scooped it up off the turf. So Ontario's been able to hold that line. Now Lapp forcing her way through. Can she get in? Not yet, at least, as they continue to fight right in front of the goal line. This one is in for Quebec, no doubt about it. Mia Carrier scores for Quebec as they take the first points of the match.
Well, Quebec has been pushing non-stop for that, and Ontario would make Toto proud with how they were holding the line just then.
Well, to be able to work right in front of your goal line for that long and it take that long to score, I mean, that just shows the quality of the defense, but the quality of the offense. Quebec finds a way.
Is that the first time Ontario has conceded in this as well? I think it might have been.
I have to check my notes, but I think you're right.
And Ontario looked like an unstoppable force yesterday, but Quebec coming in and having a wonderful start. Not to say that they're not an unstoppable force, because they are, but Quebec just showing how good they are right now at the start of this game.
Now, this is just what we're going to see when these two teams are clashing together. As always, no disrespect to any province or territory in this competition, but these are two of the ones we expect to be among the most difficult teams to beat, and they are showing that right now. The kick by Quebec from a very tough angle was no good, so it is 5-0 to Quebec as Ontario takes control now here in the middle of the park. 5:25 gone in the opening half. Ontario out wide to the wing, little bit of space to go. Can she has the speed? Dingwall carrying, Dingwall getting down the field, and she will get in and make that try a little, or that convert a little easier as she puts the try down right in the middle. Ontario answers back.
Well, what a response by them. They didn't let that that try get them down, and now they've evened it up, and they've got an opportunity to take the lead here with what seems to be a pretty good spot for the conversion kick.
Grace Dingwall has been the done most of the kicking for Ontario throughout the tournament thus far, and this time she scores the try herself and adds the extra 2. 7 points to Dingwall, 7 points to Ontario, and they take the lead 7-5 over Quebec. So Ontario to kick off with just about 30 seconds left in the opening half of action. Very little separating these two sides. It's a good deep kick over one head and then scooped up off the turf by Quebec. Pass misses Lapp. She'll try and chase it back down, but the referee stopping things. Gonna bring them back over for a scrum.
Well, I think this second half is going to be an absolute dandy here. Both of these teams have settled in. Ontario were pinned for the first little bit. Now they've got Quebec pinned in their own end. This is a seesaw sport.
And Ontario in control of the ball as it goes in. Ontario very quickly onto it. Oh, that pass off the mark. Quebec takes it over. Quebec with a chance to go. Trying to stiff arm the defender. Great effort to haul her down. And not letting Carter get down the field. Quebec picking it back up. That's going to stop things. That's the half. Ontario 7-5 over Quebec through the opening 7 minutes here in women's rugby sevens at the 2025 Canada Games.
Well, no shortage of a thriller so far. Like we said, back and forth rugby. It has been absolutely fantastic here, Matt.
Everything has brought her to this moment. She inches closer to the edge and summons the courage to leap. Because she knows the only way out is across when the floor is lava. Every big moment starts small.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
BMO.
We are live as Quebec takes the kick, starting off half number 2. Women's Rugby Sevens at the 2025 Canada Games. Ontario up 2 points, 7-5, as Quebec tries to find space through the middle. Ball tossed back, scooped up on the wing. Quebec forward again, trying to accelerate. Nice tackle by Dingwall as she pulls down Gabara. Quebec, nothing doing there. Absolutely stuffed is Peltier. Quebec will pick it back up. Again, another tackle right on it by Ontario. Lap picking it up now for Quebec. She'll pitch out wide, but the ball's on the turf and everybody after it. The old dog pile shut down by the referee.
Hands off. Substitution.
Substitution coming on.
Ontario sub coming on here.
Smarden coming in for Ontario, and onto the pitch is Haynes for Quebec. Number 6 in red, number 1 in blue entering the match. Players setting up in the scrum here, just about a minute gone in the second half.
Hands back on. Good. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Players binded together, ball on the ground, and then scooped up by Ontario out of the scrum. And here they come with some speed, lowers the shoulder, goes right on through. Ontario on the rush, the defender trying to catch. She's in distance, but no, won't get there in time. Ontario with the try, down the pitch and in. Great run by Team Ontario as they put another 5 on the board.
Well, look at this sportsmanship right here. Making sure each other are okay. As another great rush by Ontario here. They have just bounced back. And I think that's Empolo who got that touchdown. Touchdown, oh my gosh. The try, I'll get it by Wednesday, folks. I will get it. I mean, the start of their game and the Ontario we're seeing in the second half is completely different. It looked like Quebec was going to come in and smoke them here, but Ontario have bounced back, and that's why they're such a good team and such a threat in the tournament.
Yeah, I believe that is Empolu who scored the try there for Ontario. My roster sheet says she's wearing number 12. I swear I just see 2, but that'll do. You carry the 1. Quebec back in possession, now down 12-5 here in this preliminary round matchup. Ontario tackling hard here in this second half, not giving Quebec any space. Now Lapp will look for some, dishes off. Trying to work that wing. Ontario brings them down again.
Blue, leave the ball. No, not now, not now. We're set. Here, red. Here, blue. Just hold. Hands off. Good. Hands back on.
Here comes the throw. Ontario up for it, goes off the hand.
That's straight. Scrum. Scrum
now,
option.
Now we're going to go into a scrum.
On the 15.
Well, this is a great help to us, Matt, here having the referee in our ear.
Both sides. Both sides, let's keep the space, please, okay?
Everybody lined up.
Bind. Set.
Quebec to play it in, and they'll take it out of the scrum. See if Quebec can find some space here, down just 7. About halfway through this second half. Taken down to the pitch. Dingwall in the way. Mpolu battling as well. She's got to drop back on side, and Quebec will kick it this time. Gibara sending it deeper downfield and gives chase herself. Dingwall will pick up the loose ball for Ontario, and she'll look to turn back upfield. Gets around 1. Dingwall trying to go all the way herself down that wing. Defender is back, it's Bignell, but is she gonna get there? Both of them slowing down as they go, but just enough gas in the tank for Dingwall as she scores her second try of the morning and does it the hard way the entire length of the pitch.
Well, that could seal the deal for Ontario there. Dingwall putting in the hard work to take that the full length of the pitch to get a huge try for Ontario.
Absolutely incredible effort. People gasping for air down there and not surprised in the slightest. Kicks along the ground, that won't go through, but 17-5, Ontario in front. That's a healthy margin. Quebec will need multiple scores to get back here. And time running short in these quick 7-minute halves. Ontario will send that kick to the sidelines. Quebec will field it. Quebec trying to power forward. Gibara gaining some hard yards. And now Gibara, a little touch of the toe as they get going again. Gibara running out of options.
Tackle!
She'll send the ball back. Quebec still with it. Trying to come through the middle is Lap, and she's instantly wrapped up. Ontario taking control of the ball, but they've got nowhere to go. Now out of the pile. Ontario looks for space. Good tackle by Quebec as we continue to battle on right on center. Ontario again turns the corner, turns on the jets to get around the defender. How does she still have any fuel in that tank? It's Dingwall, although she can take her time this time around and get down for the try for Team Ontario. The boys team just behind her, behind the end zone, saluting her as Dingwall scores her third try of the game.
Hat trick for Dingwall.
Yeah, we will have a restart. That was 6:28.
She has just been so good in this tournament for Ontario. We can't say it enough.
Yeah, really fantastic. She's going to hand off to somebody else to do the kick.
Oh! They just smoked one of the Ontario men's players just then.
Heads up, boys.
Friendly fire.
Pardon? Yeah, sorry, that should be expired. Yeah. Time's not off, so.
Oh, someone in the crowd saying, I love you, Dingwall. I'd say most of Ontario does.
It's been a fantastic game for her. 24-5 for Ontario as they just look to seal this one out. Quebec still with one more action as they carry the ball forward, trying to put some more points on the board.
Do you have a knock there in the tackle? Okay.
Loose along the ground.
Advantage.
Pass was missed. Ontario with the tackle.
Knock on in the tackle. Time's expired.
And that is it.
Well, what a turnaround, Matt.
Ontario gets the win over Quebec 24-5. Quebec opened the scoring and then 4 straight tries for Team Ontario as they get the win here in this one. Huge game between two of the big players. They might see each other again as this tournament goes on. The playoffs will start late this afternoon as we get into quarterfinal action. It's Rugby Sevens all day long here from Swiler's in St. John's.
You grab that, Anna.
Otherwise, it's going to go.
a garbage bag too. I'll just make my pile right there.
Women's Rugby Sevens continues at the Swilers Rugby Club in St. John's. Team Manitoba, Team Prince Edward Island here in Women's Sevens.
Okay.
My name is
guys
Matt
ready?
Little.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Seth Hyde is alongside me here on English language commentary. And we're underway. Team Manitoba in the yellow jerseys with the black. Team PEI white and green.
Tackle.
Not difficult to figure out who's who in this matchup. PEI moving forward well right off the hop. PEI on that wing, trying to get the speed. PEI, the defenders are there. Can they bring her down? Yeah, grabbing the shirt, holding up. Nice job, Manitoba. PEI will charge forward again, but Manitoba, that yellow wall.
Move.
All 7 bison lined up and hard to get through.
It'll be on the 5.
That's a huge break for them to start off this game. It looked like PEI was surely in there, but Manitoba getting something going their way. And now they'll gain possession deep in their own territory.
2 solid wins, or 2 solid teams, both of these teams capable of winning this game. As the ball comes out, Manitoba very deep in their own end.
Stay.
They'll give that one the boot. PEI back for it. PEI looking to turn back up. Nice pitch. Prince Edward Island finds space through the defense, and she is in. There's the try, Prince Edward Island, Bella Voss.
Well, Bella Voss with nice patience there. It looked like she was almost going to run out of bounds there in the back, but she manages to stay in. And a huge start here for PEI.
Wonderful start for, wonderful start.
Yeah, do you want a sub?
There's going to be a moment here with a player
so
down.
We're going to get a sub. Number 8, yellow, and they won't be returning.
Going to get a sub for Team Manitoba after the PEI try.
Thank you. And just so you know, it is a head injury, so she won't be returning. Thank you.
Quick question for you, though.
Cool.
Referees blasting
Time back on.
Is she going over the...
When you're ready, please. Thank you.
So a big kick here for PEI. Again, Matt, what a start for this tiny province. That will go off the bottom bar, but what a start. We talked about it all week. They love to punch above their weight, and they are showing it here today against Manitoba. Look at the crowd. What a great shot from our Universum team here.
Just behind if you're chasing. Thank you.
So 5-0 Prince Edward Island over Manitoba. Just 2 minutes into the first half. as the kick is down to Team Toba. That goes out of the arms, and it's a gift back to PEI.
Tackle.
Manitoba, good tackling, stopping up. PEI looking to come forward, still moving forward is Schneider. Pitched out wide, oh, good pass for PEI. One defender still to beat. Can she reach out? No. Good defense by Manitoba. Stop PEI on what looked like a sure try. Oh, and a huge slam. Stopping the Islanders moving forward. Ball loose, Manitoba there. They need to get it out of there quickly. PEI right onto things. Manitoba protecting the ball. Great job for Team Manitoba, and they will kick that to create a little bit of space. A good charge after it as well. But Prince Edward Island there, it's Martin picking it up. Martin trying to come through the middle. Shakes off one tackle, goes into another, pitches the ball off. Great move, in, and a try for Prince Edward Island. It's Voss again.
Well, Bella Voss double dipping here, her second try of the match. She has had a dream start to this one. I wonder what she had for breakfast at the residency this morning, because it's definitely worked out for her.
Yeah, whatever it is, do it again tomorrow.
10 seconds.
Set up for the kick, Roberts for PEI.
Is 10 seconds enough for you? Yeah. Cool.
That's off. So it is 5 points and 5 points. 10-0 Prince Edward Island over Team Toba. Here still in the early going.
I'm a bit concerned about the mic'd up referee once we get to the men's games here. As it gets deeper into the tournament, tensions will start to get higher, but such a cool feature we have here, Matt. It's really, really awesome. Can't say it enough.
Team Toba will take that one off the pitch. And move out wide left. Looking for space, PEI putting in the work in the tackle.
Tackler.
As the referee brings a stoppage.
Move.
PEI player a little bit slow to get back up to her feet. She's okay.
Let's use the ball as soon as possible, please. Thank you, that's all right.
Manitoba grabbing the ball and moving forward. Good pass. Looking to come through the middle, but Schneider is there to stop things up for PEI. Good pass by Manitoba. Still looking for space. Now just trying to protect the loose ball on the ground. Team Toba will do so. Not much space here in the middle of the park. Now some good work for Manitoba. Very nice pass. 9 feeding 10 before the PEI brings him down and forces that ball loose. It was a good run for Vandal. PEI shutting things down.
Number 6, off feet.
Manitoba starting to finally make their way out of their own end and down into PEI territory. We could see some momentum shift here heading into the second half.
5.5 minutes gone here in the first
You can be
as
here.
the teams get ready to try to win this ball in the air.
Toba, are you in this space? Thank you.
Ball will be
Yeah,
thrown
just keep
in
moving.
by Smallwood
Right
from
where I set you up.
PEI.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Chris.
Up, got it, and back to Smallwood. Pitched off, but off the top of the fingers. Manitoba smells that, went for the ball, and wins it. Nice job, Team Manitoba, to recover. They're in good position. To the left, unable to bring that pass in clean.
Knock on.
And the referee signals a knock on. So one more scrum to go here. 6.5 minutes gone in the opening half. 10-0 PEI.
Thanks, Sean. Crouch. Bind.
Players together.
Set.
And here we go. Ball still on the ground, now picked up by Prince Edward Island. PEI, that pass missed. Dangerous one as they've got to grab it
flat
in front of their own end zone. PEI gets away with it, and they might get some more. Manitoba getting bodies back, not allowing them to progress anymore. Martin pitches off for Team PEI. Oh, and a great tackle. Manitoba, Black, throwing her weight around. We've passed 7 minutes as PEI continues to push forward here. Some good passing, finding the teammates, and PEI trying to turn on the acceleration and add a couple of more going into halftime. And wide open, she will do so. Into the end zone, ball down for the try, and it's 5 more for Prince Edward Island at the stroke of halftime.
Addison Schneider finishing off the first half with ease here. What a great way to close out this half. PEI up 15-0 here.
Really strong half of rugby out of PEI's number 1, Addison Schneider. Ball is up, it is good. Another 2 makes it 17 for Prince Edward Island over Team Manitoba after the opening 7.
And that's the score at halftime.
I don't think the scoreline is that.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
For millions of Canadians, too much screen time is a big issue. But for millions of others, zero screen time is an even bigger one. We're committed to growing digital inclusion.
Be seen, be heard, be remembered. Canadian AV, proud supporter of the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Team's just about ready to set half number 2.
Yeah.
Women's Rugby Sevens. Prince Edward Island, Manitoba at the 2025 Canada Games. Prince Edward Island in control, Seth. 17-0 right now. Of course, adding on the extra 7 points right at the half.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great way to finish off the half. Addison Schneider, who's been another player that's been awesome for PEI throughout this tournament. And what a great start to their day here.
You said too, yeah?
So teams will switch ends. Team PEI in the white and green, Manitoba in the yellow and black. Traditional colors for both provinces.
This for you? Just one more sec.
Number 7, Nina Kenny.
Are you ready?
Set for the kick to start half 2.
Cool. Are you ready? Sweet.
Here we go. Kenny's kick out to the wing.
It's off the knee.
That'll go off a leg and out into touch.
You can be on the line. Green, you can be here, please. Yeah.
So players coming in for
just a big step back.
big throw in.
Yeah, you're okay.
Nice catch by PEI. Or at least it looked like
line
it.
out.
Referees had other ideas.
Well, I'd just like
Scrum
to take us back
or
to
be on
the
the 15?
end of the first half again and give Addison Schneider, the 2025 provincial MVP, a shout out here. 18 years old on the squad, Matt.
Just to
She's
the
been
left
a
before you
leader,
get to
and
cover.
she's been
Thank you.
absolutely fantastic for PEI.
Stay there. Crouch.
And of course, that is one of the
Bind.
older players on these teams in the women's
Set.
rugby sevens. Of course, the men's rugby sevens is a slightly different age category, so those players are generally a little bit, just a couple of years older in that competition.
Knock on.
The U17 versus the U20. And of course, you might be 18, depending on exactly when your birthday falls.
Just make sure it goes through your foot. Next time. Yeah, thanks. I'm going to go this way.
Here we go for the scrum. Minute and a half into the second half. Manitoba needs to get something rolling as PEI sends it in. Hard to grab out of the legs.
Your mark's here. Your mark's here. Drop the ball. Drop the ball. Your mark's here.
Team Toba in possession. Team Manitoba instantly running into trouble. Big tackle from PEI. Nice job by Roberts. Now Team Toba working the wing. Might have a little bit of space here as they throw it back. Vandal taken down. Team Toba digging it back out. Manitoba looking to come forward, looking for options. Got that foot free, well done. And then goes to ground to protect the ball.
Regina Sullivan lost her cleat there on that play.
Very quickly back on and trying to get back in the play. Manitoba still driving forward.
Move!
Trying to come through the middle. PEI with a good wrap up, pulling down Kenny with the tackle. Manitoba still in possession, sees some daylight, goes for it. Manitoba down to the line, but not over it. Still pushing forward now. Yes, Manitoba in.
And you hear the excitement from down there on the field from that Manitoba squad. They have been working for that all game, and now they're over the line and on the board. And you know, Matt, there's still a bit of time for them to at least make this game interesting.
Oh, absolutely well done for Team Toba. They don't get the extra 2, but on the board, now down 12. It's just a couple of score game. And still some time on the clock. Well, halfway through the second half.
I think that was number 6, Kirsten Vanderkachov, who got the try there, the 17-year-old from Meadow Portage, the center. Manitoba's high school sevens champion 2024, as well as 2025, and that was for 15s in 2025.
Good tackle by Team Manitoba, but not before PEI gained a lot of yards on that nice
Number
run.
11, never onside. Here.
It was Emily Smallwood that brought the ball halfway up the pitch. And now, oh, another great tackle. PEI trying to fight through. They'll find space. Shrugged off the tackler. In around the posts and down for the try. Number 4, Rabayev scores for Prince Edward Island.
Well, that's another name that we've said a lot so far this week. Nicole Rabayev, the 18-year-old from Stratford, has been a force of nature for PEI in this tournament.
No, you're not wrong about that. We've called that name a lot in every PEI matchup. (22-5) PEI over Manitoba. And that try might be enough to put this game out of reach, but still a full 2 minutes plus.
10 seconds, please.
Ready to go.
No one touched it.
That just takes a bounce and PEI will claim it.
Flat.
Prince Edward Island trying to tack on some more as they pitch out, and that's grabbed out of the air by Team Manitoba. Good tackle to pull back the ball carrier. As the players are brought down.
Can you repeat that, Sean? Yeah. Time off.
Substitution for Prince Edward Island coming into the game. Yep, Leah Hanlon, number 11.
18 years of
Cool,
age
thanks, Sean.
of Charlottetown, PEI.
Time back on, please.
Goes to Colonel Gray High School.
Crouch.
Everybody back into the scrum.
Watch this side.
Bind. Set.
Having a hard time trying to pull that one out of the mix of legs. It comes back to Team Manitoba. And Manitoba getting moving. Good tackle by PEI to bring down right at half. Team Toba trying to fight forward, still moving those legs. Good pitch. Again to the wing. Team Manitoba there. We're working around well, but PEI staying right with them before we finally get a knock on.
Well, Manitoba starting to show some life here late in this game. Even though this is probably out of reach, they're still pushing to get on the board.
When you're under pressure at scrum time, you can't kick it through,
Sullivan,
okay? They got good possession, so we played, but you can't
looked
kick
very
it through.
good throughout this game.
Thank you, Sean. Crouch.
It's a fantastic effort. You can't knock it.
Bind. Set.
Set in the scrum as PEI plays it in. Another shoe lost as PEI puts that ball up in the air, takes a bounce. Again, it hits the dirt.
Regina Sullivan got to put a double knot in those.
Yeah, well, that's it. She's got time to tie the shoes now. The game is over. PEI wins it 22-5 over Manitoba in women's rugby sevens. Big win for Team PEI. Solid effort by Manitoba, but PEI a little bit too strong in this one. So stay with us. Lots more rugby sevens to come here from the Swilers in St. John's at the 2025 Canada Games.
Yeah. Yeah. Good job, guys. Thanks. Yeah, good job, guys.
And work. Providing space to grow and preserving the environment that surrounds us. Because we understand that when we invest in communities, we invest in the future. Crosby, committed to community.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the historic Swilers Rugby Club. Combined Rugby and Swilers there at the start. My name is Seth Hyde alongside Matt Little. Very happy to have you joining us for this one and throughout this tournament. This is going to be a dandy game between Saskatchewan and Yukon. Yukon still in search of their first points of this tournament in the female division. So let's see if they can snatch those up today. It's a beautiful, sunny summer Tuesday here in the capital city of Newfoundland and Labrador.
Well, you're right about that, Seth. It certainly is sunny out here. Of course, the weather has been a big factor already at these games due to some nature issues. We've already had to move some events around here at the Canada Games already, playing a little bit of havoc with our schedule. But nothing wrong here with Rugby Sevens. We continue along from the Swilers Rugby Club for 3 days of action. This is the second of 3 going on here. The athletes certainly have to contend with that blazing sun. I was just getting a drink myself. Remember to stay hydrated if you're outside taking in any of the events around the 2025 Canada Games.
And obviously we are with all the families that have unfortunately lost their homes in these unfortunate fires. It seems like from where we are, though, the skies are starting to clear up, which is a good sign. And hopefully those will be over quickly. And a shout out to all the firemen and women who have been fighting these fires, and such a tough job to do. So shout out to all the water bombers, all the firefighters, and they have just been doing such a great job and trying their best to end those horrible, horrible fires.
And we can't say enough about all the work that has gone into that. Again, when it comes right down to it, we've had to adjust the schedule at the Canada Games. Doesn't seem like the most important thing in the world for something like this. But if you went looking for a particular sport and you see that things have changed a little bit, that is the reason why. Nonetheless, once again, we are ready for Rugby Sevens action. This is in the Women's Sevens, again, between Saskatchewan and the Yukon.
Well, Saskatchewan fired up here to get ready to go their first game of day 2.
Yukon making some noise down there. They are fired up.
Well, what a beautiful morning it is for rugby here at the Swailers Rugby Club in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
I thought we were going that way, but it might be not.
A little confusion. Saskatchewan thought they were supposed to be on the other end, perhaps, to start the matchup.
Well, here we go, quick switcheroo.
Yeah, sure enough.
Well, this is our first game with a male referee today. We've had, I think this is our 5th game of the day. Wow, this day is going by very quickly.
Yep, already
so far.
Already on to number 5.
15 more to go on day 2 of Rugby Sevens. And if you think about it, it's close to being over now. We're getting close to the knockout rounds and the placement games. Well, it's Saskatchewan and Yukon underway here at the Canada Summer Games 2025, live from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. I'm Seth Hyde alongside Matt Little as Yukon gains first possession of the game. Looking to make their way down the field, hauled down nicely here by Saskatchewan's number 7 captain, Abby Hall. But Yukon keeps it moving, and a fumbled ball there. Can they recover? They will, but it looks like it's a knock-on, and Saskatchewan are in dangerous territory.
Just move it a bit over this way, guys. Here's my mark.
Yep, team's going in for the scrum.
Crouch.
Let's see what they can draw up here once again in some dangerous territory of that end zone. They can see it.
Sorry.
Referee bumping into Saskatchewan player there. As we're back underway. Saskatchewan coming away with the ball from the scrum. It's Kaya Nolan handing it off, and it's Abby McDonald into the end zone for an early try for Saskatchewan. That's the quickest try I think we've seen today, which just goes to show you how well matched these games have been over a minute in, and Saskatchewan have found the end zone.
Yeah, good work by Saskatchewan, pitching that ball out, finding the open space on the left side, and McDonald able to carry it in. Still awaiting the kick.
McDonald, 18 years of age, one of the older players on this team. Kick is no good, but that's okay. They have a 5-0 lead to start off this first half. So here we go, back underway, a high kick into Yukon territory, as that will dribble out of play. Kara McLean is going to hand it off here. Kara McLean, 16 years old, won gold at Volleyball Nationals in 2025, silver in 2024, and we're not done yet. In shot put, discus, and javelin, she won gold in the Yukon Track and Field Championships in 2025, 2024. What an all-around athlete.
Not a bad resume at all.
Off the head, no knock on, in touch.
Plays a bit of everything, and that's what Newfoundlanders and Labradorians are like. It doesn't seem like everybody does one thing, and I think that that's so fantastic to be an octo threat of sports and hobbies. Just so good to see so many great athletes here across our country.
Well, I mean, you don't necessarily want to be spending every waking hour committed to something, you know, when you're growing up. But at the same time, I think it's well proven that people who play more sports actually develop better skills all around, and it'll help you succeed in your main sport if you're also playing some side sports.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a second try for Abby McDonald. Like a Ruffles chip, you can't just have one. She has two in this matchup. What a start for Saskatchewan's number 11.
Yeah, fantastic, carrying the ball there and getting it done, like you say. 2 tries on the board, and both of them carried in by number 11.
And this time the kick is going to be in a high percentage area, as Kaya Nolan, who attended Global Youth Sevens in New Zealand, is up for the kick.
Will it fall through? No. Off of the crossbar.
The 18-year-old Rouleau native.
The subs running on there with the water. Very, very important right now.
It absolutely is. What a hot day here at the Swailers Rugby Club. The morning is always the hottest here at this field, it seems, and the sun will pass over, and then we'll have a beautiful afternoon and evening for the knockouts. But I'm no Ryan Harding on NTV, that's for sure. And for those of you wondering, that's the weatherman of our local news station. I just realized there's no Newfoundland and Labrador teams involved in this game, so you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. Here's Saskatchewan moving it up the field nicely. It's Captain Abby Hall flying in, and she is gonna go all the way. The 18-year-old Regina native, who is also a wrestler. She competed in wrestling at the Saskatchewan Winter Games, and she is also the captain of the rugby team. And we said this yesterday, wrestling and rugby. I mean, it seems like you could do both if you do one or the other.
Very much does seem like those are transferable skills. They go hand in hand. This one's good.
Puts it up and it's good. Stefan Stojic, ball boy, trying to track that one down there alongside Jack Drover. 2 Team NL rugby players for U17 age group. Weren't old enough to play in the Canada Summer Games, so they're here volunteering. And this will be picked up by Yukon. Again, still looking for those first points, as McLean will keep it moving. Wonderful passing by Yukon here. It's Sydney Sinclair passing it over, but that's intercepted, and Saskatchewan might be gone once again. Guess who it is? Aye, Captain. It is going to be Abby Hall laying it down. Saskatchewan with another try. They're going to be tired of putting their arms up in the air in celebration after this first half.
Yeah, it's anytime you get a chance to put some points on the board, obviously it feels really good to do so. And, you know, we've talked about it throughout these games that when you're looking for placement, when you're looking for tiebreakers, these sorts of things in the preliminary round, point differential matters. So you can't just, well, we got a couple and let's just stop. No, you need to put points on the board when you have the opportunity to do so.
Well, that one hit off the bar and made its way in. Our new phrase coined by me and Matt Little, that went bar up instead of bar down, and this is a 24-0 lead for Saskatchewan. Still time for Yukon to get it past the line here. Grab down, Yukon making their way up the other way. Let's see what they can do here. It's a hard battle for the ball.
Let it come.
Maddie Parsons trying to free it. And this will go to Saskatchewan. Levitsky will hand it off, and let's see if they can get one more try here before this first half is over.
Yeah, just a hard battle on the ball. Both athletes for each province and territory had both arms wrapped around it, trying to rip that thing free.
Abramets making a nice pass to Levitsky. Levitsky passed it over one more time. And I think that's going to do it for our first half of play. Live here from the beautiful Swailers Rugby Club. It's a 24-0 lead for Saskatchewan. What a beautiful day in the city. We will be right back after this short break.
It's been pretty clean. I mean, I don't think there's been many moments where I had to come in and make a decision.
For generations, we've been nurturing the communities where we live and work. Providing space to grow and preserving the environment that surrounds us. Because we understand that when we invest in communities, we invest in the future. Crosby, committed to community.
Tag team back again up here at the Swilers Rugby pitch. It's Seth Hyde and Matt Little coming to you live from our favorite city, St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. And I'd just like to say we had an ad from Crosby Services just then. The president of the 1977 games was Andrew Crosby. The vice president was James Fagan. And those two were co-owners of Crosby Services. So they're still staying involved in the games, clearly, as we just saw an advertisement for them.
Great to see that long-time support in there. It goes without saying that all of these type of events don't happen without support from not only all the volunteers, but the corporate community as well. You know, we need to be able to put up all the athletes. We need to be able to feed everybody and all the volunteers, and it's not easy to do, and takes a pretty penny to pull these things off. So every time we see the sponsors, thank you very, very much for all of your wonderful support.
Well, Abby Hall off to the races, looking for her hat trick. Look at her go. She is going to go all the way. Nobody's going to catch her. And she is in the end zone for her third try of the game.
17 seconds into the second half, as Hall scores again.
Saskatchewan.
They're shouting from the bench, Abby, come take a break.
They're going to need the rest their captain and star here in this one. They're also going to have to rest her for the winter games as well, because she got to do some wrestling too.
No, I mean, you want to see subs being made almost all the time when these teams are playing right in the middle of the day like this, because it is so hot. If you make a run from one end of this field to the other, like, I'm done for the half. Well, I mean, I'd be done for the next 4 hours, but that's why I'm not out there on the pitch.
Well, here comes Saskatchewan. Once again, they're going to add another one to their total. They'll lay it down. It's Molly Watson saying thank you very much, and she seems pretty excited. That must have been her first try of this tournament.
It's a big one. Every time you get a chance, you've made it all the way to the Canada Games. You've come from Saskatchewan. You've traveled all the way as far east as you can possibly go to St. John's in Newfoundland and Labrador. It is exciting. It doesn't matter if it's a one-sided game or it was an overtime try to win the gold medal. It's exciting to get in there, get that score, and say, hey, I got in there. I went to the Canada Games. I put points on the board. Regardless of the situation, it's going to be all smiles every single time one of these ladies is able to get in there and come away with a try.
And a bonus, they also get to stay in the best city in the world, St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, and that's completely non-biased, folks. Well, here's Yukon regrouping in their own end, and I think it's safe to say everybody here was cheering for Yukon to at least get a try.
Sorry.
Yeah, We certainly had that moment yesterday when the men's team got into the end zone against Nova Scotia. There was a big pop
offside.
for Team Yukon. Everybody does love an underdog.
Back 10. Guys, back 10. Picked up.
We just had a quick photo shoot here from our French broadcasting counterpart, Roger Surrette.
They've got an expert from Rugby Canada on the broadcast with them right now, en français.
Ooh, awesome. Well, they're really kicking up the game against us here, Matt, getting a Rugby Canada personnel on with them.
Well, I'm not sure that my French skills would quite be up to the task to conduct that interview, so I will let them handle it happily.
You happy there?
Well, Yukon keeping the ball moving. Go ahead.
So I do speak a little bit of French. I've been able to travel to Quebec and, you know, order food, but that's about as far as it's going to go.
Well, that's good enough. I came up through the early French immersion program at Vanier Elementary. Shout out to that wonderful elementary school up on Ennis Avenue. We had actually a French teacher, like a French teacher from France, Lyon, France, and that was such a cool experience. Had her in grade 2 and 3, and definitely helped develop my love for the culture and the language for sure.
Parlez-vous français maintenant?
Ben oui, je peux parler la français.
Very good, very good. C'est bon.
Luckily, we are the English broadcasters, though, because it wouldn't be a great broadcast if both of us were speaking French, that's for sure.
True enough. Kick forward by Yukon, scooped up by Saskatchewan.
And here they come with speed, and they're gone once again. We have a double hat trick. Abby McDonald, the two Abbies are running the show here. Abby Hall and Abby McDonald both have 3 tries, each making up 6 tries for the two Abbies.
Heck of a day.
Well, there's a team in PEI for rugby called the PEI Abbies, so those two should go join them.
Yeah, the the Abbies, a traditional name out of Charlottetown for a lot of sports things that comes through there. The Abbies were a junior powerhouse in hockey for quite a long time before the QMJHL moved into town and the Islanders kind of took things over there.
Well, 39-0 for Saskatchewan over Yukon here as the Saskatchewan men's team looks on over in the corner.
Always nice to have your the other team here to offer a good cheering section. Oh, great tackle by Saskatchewan.
Well, Saskatchewan been on fire so far today. They are playing so well here in this one, but Yukon continuing to hang in there as they're looking to pick up their first try, and they're representing all 3 territories here. The only territory with a Rugby Sevens team in both genders.
Release, play on.
And look at them go here, not giving up like they have all tournament. They have kept on pushing, kept on trying.
Ella Johnston for the territory, just plowing that ball forward as far as she possibly could. Down, up again, still going forward.
She participated in the Arctic Winter Games in 2023 and 24, and the Canada Winter Games in 2023. And look at this, another opportunity here for Saskatchewan. It's going to be Kate Martin diving in and picking up another try for Saskatchewan to make this 44-0.
Martin just sees just that little bit of an opening and charges right through the middle, all the way down to the end zone as we just about reach the end of this game.
Well, next on tap is Saskatchewan men's versus New Brunswick men's. That's going to be a dandy game between those two. I suppose the Saskatchewan fans will stick around, as that's going to do it, folks. Saskatchewan taking home the victory, 46-0. What a great game from both teams. Folks, I'm Seth Hyde alongside Matt Little. Thank you very much for tuning into this one. Be sure to be kind to one another, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
Fans, one last round of applause for both teams on a well-played game.
A full life means something different to everyone. However you define a full life, we're here, paving the way for better access to care and empowering you every step of the way.
So what makes Quinlan different? Quality. The quality of our products and the quality of the relationships that we have developed with the people who harvest, process, transport, and ultimately buy that product.
Well, we are back again at this Sweilers Rugby Club in the oldest city in North America. It's St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Seth Hyde, Matt Little on the call for every single Rugby Sevens game of both genders of these 2025 Canada Summer Games. And Matt, we wouldn't have it any other way.
No, we've had the women's sevens on the field. Now here come the men's sevens between New Brunswick and Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan in those white jerseys with the green hoops. New Brunswick in the all whites. New Brunswick's one of the few teams that actually has different jerseys with them for this competition.
As we get ready to go here, Team Saskatchewan will kick it off as we are underway from the Sweilers Rugby Club. New Brunswick starting deep in their own territory. It's the captain, Finley McSporran, holding onto the ball as he is wrestled to the ground, and it'll be picked up by New Brunswick as they keep it moving.
New Brunswick at some daylight.
Nice work from them to start off this game. The Atlantic Canadian province is rocking here right now as they take it up the other side. What a gain of yardage for them.
Good tackle by Jones for Saskatchewan, and he won the ball.
And now Saskatchewan looking to come on the counterattack here. Left behind, Saskatchewan get moving. It's Owen Watson dropping it off. Cameron Newdorf, captain of Saskatchewan, hauled down, shuttling it along. Here comes Saskatchewan now trying to bust up the middle, but what a wonderful tackle. Beautiful stuff from New Brunswick, not giving up. They're relentless. Ryan Driscoll was the one hanging off the legs of the Saskatchewan players. It's Newdorf gaining possession of the ball once again, but it will go Saskatchewan's way.
Action so fast already between these two sides.
Up there, please. Yep.
Well, stepping up with it is Logan Jones, one of our more recognizable players, wearing a scrum cap. He makes it very easy on us, Matt, to stand him out from the crowd.
Yep. White, take the line.
So Saskatchewan gonna inbound it here. Put up high in the air, nice defense by New Brunswick. Unbelievable stuff from them as they keep the ball moving. It looks like they are gonna avoid the knock-on as the ball spun backwards there. And look at this work from New Brunswick. Great stuff from them. Really well done. It looked like that was Ryan Driscoll in the mix once again. He's not afraid to get thrown around.
Oh, Driscoll, a big body out there for New Brunswick, and he just put the shoulder down and said, I'm going through you. Big collision.
Well, this has been a great match so far between both of these squads, showcasing some excellent defense. Oh, and what a hard tackle. Great stuff there by Saskatchewan, and now they're going to get possession here.
Came flying in. Number 14 for Saskatchewan that had made that big hit, Denecker.
Well, Denecker originally from South Africa. Absolutely tattooing New Brunswick there with that hit.
Set. Stay at the channel.
And Saskatchewan will grab the ball as they keep on moving. Here comes Logan Jones, hauled down. leaps back to his feet. He gets pushed down one more time, and now New Brunswick will gain possession, and the fans liking that one. Their women's team had a thrilling game this morning against Team NL, crashing the party, winning it by millimeters at the last second of the game, shutting down a Newfoundland and Labrador attack to most likely be the 4th team in Pool A to go to the quarterfinal.
Tackler with me. Tackler with me.
That's where you want to be. That's what you want to do. You came all this way. Let's at least play some extra games, right? Get yourself into the playoffs. It's one game. Anything can happen. And a yellow card shown to Saskatchewan.
Luke Thompson heading off. Thompson, the 17-year-old scrum half from Saskatoon who plays for the Badgers. In Saskatoon, he'll go out for 2 minutes. And New Brunswick will play with the man advantage. Lovely passing from them as they take it up the other way, and look at them go. Look at them fly. This is brilliant stuff. What a way to utilize the advantage. Use the extra man. New Brunswick is in, and nobody will catch them. New Brunswick will get first blood in the opening male game of the day, taking advantage of the situation, and they are up 5-0.
Yeah, that's that one was, oh, sorry, a little distraction there. Yeah, but great play for New Brunswick.
Well, shout out to the volunteers here dropping off rosters for us up here in the broadcast booth. That's why we were distracted just then.
Hey, we appreciate it. Did you catch the number on that try for New Brunswick?
I believe that was number 10, Carter Tobin.
All right,
was
works
the one
for me.
that took it the full way there.
Yes, everyone else I talked to agrees. So yes, very good. Carter Tobin. Well done.
Oh, look at that reverse hit. Unbelievable from Saskatchewan again, playing a man down. They keep on moving, but here's the whistle.
No, offside, in front of the kicker.
And I think this will be New Brunswick's ball as they keep moving.
Oh, right through the defender. Second one got him.
Carter Tobin down, getting some medical attention in the midst of the play here, as New Brunswick keeps the ball moving. So it's 6v6 as of right now. Tobin checking back into play here, showcasing the toughness of these rugby players. And speaking of toughness, look at those moves from Paxton Kilburn. And New Brunswick still holding on to the ball. The mighty Spruce are on fire right now. They can't be stopped. Oh my goodness, they are plowing through like a mighty moose going through the Canadian terrain. And here they come. They're gonna get a try, and a well-deserved one at that. It's their captain, Gavin Giddings. Matt, that is rugby right there, textbook stuff.
That was intense. Guys flying in full force. People getting absolutely run over throughout that on both sides of the ball. These boys are tough. It's through.
Well, New Brunswick not giving up easy here in this game. 12-0. I might say, I know it might not have been the flashiest try, but I'm going to put that as my try of the tournament. I mean, the whole team involved in that one, and that's a great example of not giving up. And speaking of not giving up, Saskatchewan are through, and Saskatchewan are going to get back in this game. Short-handed here, it's going to be tapped down by Logan Jones. The men who are wearing the scrum caps are on fire in this game. Logan Jones, another guy who's been crucial for Saskatchewan.
Who needs 7 players? Really?
10 seconds.
These guys getting it done with 6. Just that little bit of open space, and boom, all the way down the sidelines. He'll take the kick himself. It is short, and that is the end of the half. New Brunswick 12, Saskatchewan 5 after 7 minutes.
Well, what a great half of rugby, folks. Unbelievable job by both teams. Don't go anywhere. This second half is going to be the stuff of legends. Go get a snack, take a rest. This is going to be a wonderful second half. We will be back once it commences.
One of the things to me about the Canada Games is it's truly integrated. We have athletes with an intellectual disability, with a physical disability.
Puis juste être inclus. Je pense que souvent, on est mis un petit peu de côté quand on est un peu plus jeune, puis qu'on est différent, puis qu'on a un handicap. Puis là, être à ces Jeux-là, c'était comme toute une grosse équipe.
It's important to have representation and to acknowledge their different perspectives of life.
When the opportunity is there, show up. The older you is gonna say thank you.
If you believe in yourself, you can make anything happen.
That's the Canada Games.
It takes a village to raise an athlete. For more than 120 years, Marine Atlantic has connected our sports communities with the people, places, and games they love.
Well, folks, we are back at the Sweilers Rugby Club for a juicy second half of rugby between New Brunswick and Team Saskatchewan. My name is Seth Hyde alongside Matt Little for day 2 of this tournament as we get prepared for the knockouts.
Fantastic half number 1 between the two sides, and the Spruce kick off.
Well, we're back underway as Saskatchewan making their way up the pitch. What a start to the second half. Can they return it here? It's Logan Jones leading the charge. He's going to make the pass, and it's caught. And they're almost there, and they're in. Saskatchewan with a dream start. It's Tashizny, Matthew Tashizny, getting Saskatchewan on the board early here. And what a start.
Absolutely wonderful stuff. Jones doing the work down the wing. The defense gets back to haul him down and then flip that ball up in the air to Shisney right there. That was outstanding stuff from Saskatchewan.
Well, a low percentage kick here to even up this game. This would be clutch for Saskatchewan. And that's up and no good, but what a start for Saskatchewan. They have come alive here.
This is anybody's game, Seth.
It looked like Tashizny was going to drop that ball, bobbled it a bit, and managed to make the catch.
Please. 5 seconds here for
Just
kickoff.
doing it with a little bit of flair.
And Logan Jones with a skyhook pass that would make Kareem Abdul-Jabbar proud. This is a 2-point game as New Brunswick will reset with the ball and touch it for the first time in this second half. Here's Giddings holding on. They'll move it along nicely. It's Egan McLean. McLean looking to work it up the field. It's shuttled along nicely, and look at this passing from New Brunswick. And now here comes the power part of it. Ryan Driscoll, the centerpiece of this New Brunswick attack. Seems like they just give him the ball. He's a bit like a running back. They just give him the ball, and he just plows through and gains those yards. New Brunswick doing a great job of maintaining possession, but even better defending here by Saskatchewan. They're not giving New Brunswick a sniff, but look at this. This is unbelievable from number 4, Nate Puh. He's just stepping over players here as New Brunswick still keeps on moving. This is crazy. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Ryan Driscoll is a force of nature making his way up the field. New Brunswick still has possession. Nobody can get it out of their hands. Look at this. No matter how hard they try, as they still move along with the ball. They're doing a great job of killing time, and now they're away. It's a one-on-one here. What's going to happen? Logan Jones, the last man back, getting some help from his friends. Denecker is there, but New Brunswick is through. This is unbelievable. You gotta love it. New Brunswick with an unbelievable try. Oh my gosh, Matt, they are such a treat to watch. Jake Holborn, number 7, making it 17-10. Oh my gosh, that was a delicious try there from New Brunswick.
Absolutely incredible stuff. Streaming down that wing, trying to do the shake and bake to get around the defender. Saskatchewan got more bodies back, and he makes them all miss. 1 on 4 got in for the try.
Well, NB building up that attack so well, and it ended up paying off for them. The patience to get that down the field.
And the kick makes it a 2-score game with 3 minutes to play.
Oh, a kick rolling off the foot there of Driscoll.
So Saskatchewan will take it from center. Here we go.
I'll check it in. Saskatchewan looking to do what they did at the start of the second half, and look at that.
Gotta make sure those shoes are tied. Might have lost it on that one.
Jackson Rondeau, who needs Thomas Amusements when you got that? He got spun around there.
These guys will grab onto any part of the body that you have in order to hold you up. Whether that's the shirt, whether that's your pinky toe, they're gonna hold on and prevent that progression.
Well, here comes Saskatchewan. Oh my gosh, that is brilliant. Oh my, take a bow, New Brunswick. It's Nate Pooh with the dive. Superman right through the uprights. New Brunswick might have just put this game to bed and said good night.
That might be the single most amazing play we have seen in a day and a half of rugby. The massive hit. The ball flies up, grabbed out of the air, straight down the pitch for the try. Wonderful stuff out of New Brunswick. These boys came to play.
And right through the uprights, and good. New Brunswick have really widened this gap here.
Subs are all good?
Well, our next game on tap after this one, Alberta and Ontario.
Whenever you're ready.
That should be a dandy game from 2 heavyweights in that men's preliminary Pool A. They're both undefeated, and the winner of that one will most likely take first place. Brought down by New Brunswick as they keep the ball moving so well here. Look at this power.
No. Back up.
Shuttle along beautifully as Saskatchewan keeps the ball moving. And this will go New Brunswick's way here, as most of this second half has.
Now, once you're tackled like that, you can't get back up and get going with the ball again. It's got to be your teammates.
And they might add another try to their tally here. Oh my. New Brunswick are flying high in this one.
New Brunswick with the try. I believe that was number 9, Tyler Griffin, carrying it in for Team NB.
I didn't look, but I don't think we have
Tyler Griffin, the 20-year-old from St. John, New Brunswick, plays for the SJ Titans, or Trojans.
Yeah.
Wrong night there.
But you need to make the conversion right about now.
And this is a far kick. I really want to see one of these long-range kicks be made today. Oh, come on. Oh, off the upright. And that's going to do it. Well, what a finish to this game. I mean, 31-10 does not tell the story. Saskatchewan playing amazing, battling the full way, but New Brunswick picking up a massive win in this game. I'm Seth Hyde alongside Matt Little. Thank you very much for tuning into this one. Be sure to be kind to one another, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. You're watching the 2025 Canada Summer Games from the beautiful city of St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Okay.
So he's just stood up in the middle of a ruck and then picked the ball up.
I thought that there was already a ruck.
Ruck form?
Yes.
Offside.
Offside, okay.
One of the things to me about the Canada Games is it's truly integrated. We have athletes with an intellectual disability, with a physical disability.
Puis juste être inclus. Je pense que souvent, on est mis un petit peu de côté quand on est un peu plus jeune, puis qu'on est différent, puis qu'on a un handicap. Puis là, être à ces Jeux-là, c'était comme toute une grosse équipe.
It's important to have representation and to acknowledge their different perspectives of life.
When the opportunity is there, show up. The older you is gonna say thank you.
If you believe in yourself, you can make anything happen.
That's the Canada Games.
It takes a village to raise an athlete. For more than 120 years, Marine Atlantic has connected our sports communities with the people, places, and games they love.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the breathtaking Sweilers rugby pitch in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. You're watching the biggest Canada Summer Games we have ever seen. It's the 2025 edition, the first edition of Rugby Sevens in the male division. I'm Seth Hyde alongside Matt Little, and we are the voice of Rugby Sevens of this 2025 tournament. And to say we are honored is an understatement.
Honored and expecting one heck of a clash in front of us right now. This is a heavyweight title fight between Ontario and Alberta. Both of these teams come into this game absolutely flying. They have had some wonderful performances. There are tremendous athletes out there on the pitch. Cannot wait for this titanic clash.
Well, in the right corner of the ring, in the white, it's Team Alberta, 3-0, an undefeated record. In the left corner of the ring, in the red, it's undefeated Ontario. I mean, both of these teams can stay undefeated if they get a draw, but no. One of these teams wants to win. One of these teams wants to top the group.
I would do the let's get ready to rumble thing, but I don't want to get sued by Michael Buffer.
Well, here we go. This is going to be a dandy game here. This is one that's highlighted on the calendars for many people watching this tournament. And we are underway. It's Alberta and Ontario, two heavy hitters in all sports here in the Canada Summer Games. And a bobbling ball will make its way to Alberta to kick this off. Penaluna moving it along. Alberta stopping and just having a look. Ontario kind of falling back here. Look at this, letting Alberta make the first move. And some wonderful passing here by Alberta as they move down the side, and that'll just stay in. Ontario can't get a hold of it as they kick it deeper into their own territory. Kaufman drops it back. Oh, Alberta almost pouncing on that loose ball. Oh, look at that move by Kaufman as he keeps on pushing, but down he goes. And now here comes Ontario. Harvey keeps it moving. Oh, what a leap. It's Rahiri. He's through. Rahiri might just go all the way. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Leaving Alberta in the dust, and a dive at the end to finish it off.
That was a great little flip pass into Taj Harvey. Takes it all the way down the pitch for the try. Fantastic job by Ontario as they hit on the counter just over a minute in.
Really well done by Harvey. And they got a pretty good percentage conversion kick here. Let's see what they can do. Right up through those uprights. And good for the 2 points. And that just bounced into the Tim Hortons frozen quencher truck.
They took the risk when that's where they set up. Hey, it's a good spot as we have multiple Canada Games venues going on here right now. The Powerplex just over off to the side of the Sweilers Rugby Club. So a couple of food trucks down there. They're probably making a killing.
Well, listen, I mean, it's been a good couple of weeks for the food trucks here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. We had the Royal St. John's Regatta, which is the biggest sporting event here in Newfoundland and Labrador every other year except for this one. And then we had the Churchill Park Music Festival, which is our biggest music festival of the year. And then we have the Canada Summer Games. So, I mean, they're making a killing, like you said, Matt. And look at this power. Oh, it's going to be stripped right out of the hands of Alberta, and what a challenge, and what a pass! Oh my! Ontario is loving life here on the rock. It's going to be number 7, Finn Hughes. Team Ontario is on fire.
That ball popped up, and Finn Hughes comes in like an absolute heat-seeking missile. Mine! And charges straight in there. That was outstanding work.
Well, he's definitely not going to share that ball with anyone, that's for sure. You got to be greedy in the sport of rugby. And oh, off the upright, no good. But Ontario have jumped out to a 12-0 lead here to kick this off. What a surprising start here, Matt.
Thank you.
Both of these teams capable of hitting so quickly. As we get another look at this last one, the tackle is made, the ball comes up. He saw him coming. That ball wasn't forced out. He saw his teammate coming in and said, here you go.
How about that heads-up play? You got to have some awareness to make that pass, and really, really well done here by Ontario. Now Alberta looking to get on the board. They didn't come all this way for nothing, and they're showing it right here. Oh, it's dropped right on the sideline. Oh, so unlucky for Alberta right there.
Great setup for Dickens on the wing, and just couldn't pull the ball in. Might have been gone.
Penaluna, the patience from him just then. I mean, that was, it looked like he was going to fake the pass, so he made all of Ontario bite there, and then he slipped it over.
Left of the mark.
Great job from him. Usually it's the opposite. Usually fake the pass and then do it yourself, but he faked the pass and then still made it after.
I'll move, okay?
And look at this shot here. It's like we're right in the scrum.
Bind. Stand up. Okay, I'm not resetting again. So if some team moves off the mark, you're getting a free kick right away. Okay, let's get it right. Marcus here.
Well, the referee laying down the law here.
Crouch.
Figured we'd let you listen in there, pretend you're in the scrum. Yep, it's going to go to Ontario. Well, there it is, as they make their way up the field. Ontario pushing hard. It's Harvey moving it along, and here they go. It's Reda, who's brought down, leaps back up, and there's the whistle.
You have to release.
And it'll go to Alberta. Reda had to release the ball there.
I love the referee explaining the rules to the guys like they don't know.
I think that referee's more so explained it to us maybe here, Matt. Thank God that the referee's in our ear.
But I suppose it is good to have that in the moment of, whoa, what happened? What did I do? Which every athlete ever has said on every penalty ever.
Oh, 100%. You are absolutely right. As here comes Alberta up the other way. Oh, what a pass just out of the fingers of Alberta here.
Thank you.
They've been trying to use that wing a lot here, but they just haven't been able to make the catches that they need to make. And that's been the story of the first half.
You know, we say it in hockey sometimes that it looks like a team is gripping the sticks a little bit too tight on those passes. You know, same sort of thing for Alberta right now. They're doing the right things, but we're seeing those passes just go off the fingertips instead of right into the mitt under control.
And Ontario playing it quick off that throw-in. I mean, this team is just so good. Look at them go, powering up the field. Oh my gosh, almost into the end zone, and Ontario is just about in now, running into the padding of the upright. Nice defense by the padding, who is now committed to Munn University here. The padding of the upright, standing tall, but here's Ontario into the end zone, and they'll find the time to lay it down. Oh, and a late hit here, and that's going to draw a crowd right in front of the Cajones food truck. If these guys are hangry, they just got to go a couple of feet, and that'll be dealt with.
Adam Doan scores the try for Team Ontario.
Captain.
Number 8 brings it in for another 5 points.
And the drums are back.
So I have a clear tackle off the ball.
Everything going Ontario's way as of right now. As we take another look. Doan carrying in. able to shake off the defender, takes his time putting it down, and well, you take your time putting it down.
Yeah.
The other team's going to force you.
Give me a yellow card.
And I mean, nothing wrong with Alberta doing that, because if they, knock them down, the ball comes loose, goes out of play, it didn't go down. That's not a try. So it's not like, well, he's in and that's a late hit. Like that would be in gridiron football. In rugby, that's hurry up and score your try, or I'm going to do everything I can to prevent you from doing so.
Say again. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Alberta also kind of setting the tone there as well with that late hit, kind of saying, hey, we're still right here. We're not afraid to stay physical. And just before the end of this first half, they're down by 19, but there's still plenty of time left to go.
Oh, absolutely. We know how fast these guys are. They've had a couple of good looks already. Just have the final pass kind of let them down. You get one of those where you need it. Alberta's right back in this thing.
And Ontario getting possession here as they pass it off. And oh my goodness, this passing is beautiful. What a move. Ontario is running it almost all the way to the end zone.
Good tackling by Alberta to try to shut this thing down.
Beautiful defense there. And that'll do it for our first half, maybe?
Yeah, that is a big block for Alberta to be able to knock that ball down and prevent the scoring opportunity. But we're still going.
We got a yellow card coming out there for Alberta, and Ontario going to take advantage of the advantage and get another try, and that'll probably finish off our first half. Ali Reda tapping that one down. It's 24-0.
A big opportunity for Ontario. We've already seen it today. We've already seen it throughout this competition. Every single time you're able to get that try right at the death makes a difference. I'm sorry.
Seconds.
Well, we will be right back after a short break. It's 24-0 for Team Ontario. We hope you're enjoying the game. Second half to come.
Please.
The physical disability.
Puis juste être inclus. Je pense que souvent, on est mis un petit peu de côté quand on est un peu plus jeune, puis qu'on est différent, puis qu'on a un handicap. Puis là, être à ces jeux-là, c'était comme toute une grosse équipe.
It's important to have representation and to acknowledge their different perspectives of life.
When the opportunity is there, show up. The older you is gonna say thank you.
If you believe in yourself, you can make anything happen.
That's the Canada Games.
It takes a village to raise an athlete. For more than 120 years, Marine Atlantic has connected our sports communities with the people, places, and games they love.
You're a legend.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the beautiful Swiler's Rugby Field here in the oldest city in North America at St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. My name is Seth Hyde alongside Matt Little for Ontario and Alberta and all of Rugby Sevens here at the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Okay.
And this game has definitely drawn a crowd here. Lots of people here. I see lots of Newfoundland shirts just taking in the rugby. The Ontario fans banging the drums. Team Manitoba hanging out on the back wall watching the action.
Maybe a bit of scouting as well for Team Manitoba, as Alberta having some trouble with this. Looking to get their passes together. They're still playing short-handed to kick off this first half. And you got to think there might have been a bit of nerves there at the start. They weren't the team we saw yesterday, so let's see if they can get it together here in this second half. Some time for a comeback, and this would be a great start if they can get down the field. But 4 Ontario players swarming Alberta.
High tackle.
Now he just kept looking back. Do I have help? Do I have anybody with me? And Clark was all on his own. Still a great run from Clark. Got Alberta some good field position.
Yeah, great job by Henry Clark to just put his head down and go on the run. This is Passion, passing it over to Clark. Clark back to Passion. Look, Ontario just making Alberta make the first move here. Beautiful passing here as they keep on moving and they keep on going. Oh, just out of play. And I think Alberta has 5 men out there.
Yeah, what a job they're doing with only 5 players. There we go.
Oh, we got one back. Or is this a sub?
That's a substitution where there's one coming in from either side.
Mo Al-Jabouri in for Alberta, and Cohen Schroeder in for Ontario. Well, I didn't even realize that they had 5 men out there. I thought it was 6.
Okay, time is on.
Well, it is now.
So we're all good now here for Alberta. They still got one more spot on the field to fill. And they're doing a great job shorthanded. Maybe they should have played with 6 guys right from the start. You wouldn't even know that they only got 6 out there right now.
You need to release. You're part of the tackle.
Well, wonderful stuff. Oh, I think a player on Alberta is getting sick out on the field. We hope he will be okay here as Alberta looking for an option.
Guys got to stay hydrated.
And they're going to go for a kick play here, Matt. Oh, off the upright. We almost saw our first one of the day. Or of the tournament, I should say.
The tournament. Like in gridiron football, that open play kick is worth 3 points in rugby sevens.
So Jack Penaluna there in some discomfort, feeling a bit ill out on the field. Still in play here as Ontario makes their way down the field, and away they go. Some lovely passing, some lovely footwork. I mean, this is textbook Ontario. Good stuff from them right in through the uprights.
5 points to Vaughn Henry getting that downfield for Team Ontario. Just great vision. Every time one of those Ontario players is tackled, every time they're going to ground, the head is up, the eyes are moving. Where's my guy? Where's the guy on my wing that I can flip that ball over to? And they're pulling it off. As Henry shanks it wide.
Well, it looks like Penaluna is going to come off here. We hope that he will be okay, as he is a key asset for Alberta. I mean, he did finish that play out on the field, so I'm sure he will be fine.
10 seconds.
And we've talked so many times about the weather, about the heat. When you think of Newfoundland and Labrador, maybe you don't think of 30 degrees all the time, but that's what we have had coming into this, and that's what it looks like we're going to have for the majority of the Canada Games. So important for these athletes who have their sports outside. You got to stay hydrated.
Oh, wonderful kick here by Alberta as that rolls along the side, gaining some yards here. They don't want to get shut out by Ontario in this game. I mean, 2 heavyweight squads. And Ontario going to stop, have a look. Both teams giving each other lots of space in this game, it seems. Oh, there's a heavy tackle down on the far side as Ontario still gaining yards here, and now we'll get a stoppage in play. Alberta will rip it out of the hands, and now they'll take possession. Some lovely fakes by Henning. Henning will leave it behind. Pass along, it'll roll. Moving it along, and Alberta can't gain possession. They'll kick it backwards. Oh, wonderful fake. Oh, Alberta might be through. Beautiful stuff. Oh, a nice hustle there by the Ontario defense. And this will go Ontario's way.
Did a really great job to stay with them. Trying to put on a couple of fakes to elude Schroeder.
Let's not wait, okay?
But Schroeder just right there on top of things. And shuts Alberta down just a few yards away from glory.
I mean, it's so obvious that this Ontario team has been together for a long time. They just click. When they get out, they're hitting passes, they're making tackles, they're always in the right position.
Red, take the gap.
And this is why this is a 29-0 game. It's not that Alberta's playing bad. It's just that Ontario's playing so good.
Yeah, there really has been a lot of what's going on. Ontario up high, an easy catch.
Ontario keeping it moving here, and away they go once again. Up through the middle, and here's another opportunity for them. That looks like Devon Henry is gone far and away. He's gonna slow down, and he's just gonna stroll it in, tap it down, and Ontario have another try, 34-0.
You got it, Devon Henry breaks the tackle straight down the pitch for Team Ontario, and 5 more points as we go into the final minute.
Well, Devon Henry, or however you want to say it, he has been a fan favorite at this tournament. He keeps getting chance every game from the Ontario fans, and look at that speed, Matt.
Absolutely flying, the little look over the shoulder. Okay, I can slow down, take my time, and take a little bit of time off the clock. Touches down for the try.
Let's get it off because the restart's in 15.
36-0 is our score.
5.
As time is winding down. Alberta holding onto the ball. Again, they don't want to get shut out here by Ontario as they're flying up the pitch here. Looking for one last gasp and at least 1 point. Moving it along nicely. Great job by Team Alberta. And how about the substitute Henry Clark coming into the second half and being all over the field for the guys in blue and white.
Advantage.
And that's turned over, and Ontario will grab the ball. And Ontario flying towards the end zone once again. They're gonna make this 40. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's all you can say.
Muzalawa is the recipient of the flip and carries it all the way in for one more try for Team Ontario.
Oh, I can't wait to see the replay of this one. Look at this. Just watch the guys in the back here.
In exactly the right spot.
Watch this. 2 of them collide right there.
Well, that sums that game up for Alberta. It just did not go their way. It was a little bit clumsy. They know they're capable of better. The good news, that's a preliminary round. Their tournament's not over. They can come back and they can be better. They'll be better. And Alberta still a big, big force to be reckoned with at these Canada Games, although it's Ontario rolling right now.
Well, a nice learning curve here for Alberta, if you will. They will be back. And we will be back after this short break. What a game from 2 heavyweights here at the Sweilers Rugby Club from the historic city of St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. It's the historic 2025 Canada Summer Games. Seth Hyde, Matt Little will be back shortly.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Men's Rugby Sevens continues from the Sweilers Rugby Club in St. John's, Newfoundland. Team Nova Scotia, Team British Columbia colliding in this one. My name is Matt Little, Seth Hyde alongside me on the call for Rugby Sevens throughout these games. We had a full slate of action yesterday. We continue today, finishing the preliminary round, getting into the quarterfinals, and then playoffs will continue tomorrow as we will crown medal winners. Rugby Sevens quick, just 3 days of action here at Sweilers. Team BC in those navy jerseys. Team Nova Scotia in the double blue with the white jerseys.
Ready to go, BC.
Nova Scotia to kick off to British Columbia to get things started. Underway. A good lift up for BC as they'll come down with the ball. Loose along the ground, scooped up by Nova Scotia. Trying to put the shoulder down and turn the corner and move forward was Fallows. Didn't have a lot of space. We've seen both of these teams be prolific in this competition. We know they're both capable of putting up an absolute ton of points. As Nova Scotia works it across here to the near wing. Trying to move forward in between 3 BC players. That did not work. Picked up by Nova Scotia again. A little bit of daylight, quickly closed down by Team BC.
Side.
Referee will shut it down. Nova Scotia will pick it back up again and get on the go is Owen Williams, number 7. Tosses it back to Van Dam. Van Dam brought down into BC territory. Nova Scotia again, sending it way back this time. Looking for open space. Team NS, a little move, doesn't work, a spin. And BC right there all over the ball carrier, Spinney. Taken down to ground. Nova Scotia gets it back out as Carrington throws it into the backfield. And Nova Scotia will kick this time and send it down. And look out to some of the fans over on the far side of the field as that one goes out of play off the Nova Scotia kick. It's really what Nova Scotia needs in this game, Seth, is to control the ball, keep it out of BC's hands as much as possible. As BC team, one of those teams that might have possession for 17 seconds and they've already gone the length of the field.
Well, BC punished Team Newfoundland and Labrador yesterday.
Okay, we're going to come in and
Every time they touched the ball, they scored.
So
you can't let BC get the ball. You can't let them have that space. And Nova Scotia's done a great job of that so far.
Players up. Oh, intercepted. Nova Scotia got some fingers on it. And it's Team NS in control again. Under a lot of pressure right now, though, in the middle of the park.
Elbows on the ground. Off feet.
Nova Scotia ball. Blue Nosers get a second to recollect. Try to get everybody into position. Fake left and go right. Nova Scotia looking for space. BC says no, just over half. Some good low blocks, very tough to break down. Getting it out wide, that'll go off the fingertips. It is grabbed again, but the referee's whistle has gone. Effort by Carrington to keep that one going.
Well, it's been a pretty mellow morning here at the Sweilers Rugby Club, but now the fans are really starting to pour in here as the day goes on.
And Team Nova Scotia in front of us right now, the cheering section.
Bind.
Good to see anytime these fans have traveled all the way for the games. You hope for a good show as BC on the break. The acceleration going forward, the 2 sevens, but it's BC forward. Touching it down is Reese Thompson for the opening points of the game.
Reese Thompson, a player that has been incredible for Team BC in this tournament. He's just so good at using his space and punishing the other team. And that's what BC does best, is punish the other squad. And they are up 5-0 here against Nova Scotia. And let's have a look at this replay of that try here.
For us there, yeah, the ball was already out. Okay, for us there, your loose head's gone off.
Let's have a look. He picks up the ball, and just watch this. Right up through the gap. I mean, he makes it look so easy. And right through those uprights, lays it down. 5 points plus 2, 7-0 for BC.
when you've got the acceleration and you're able to just get going faster than those defenders can, yeah, it makes it look easy as he runs right on through. High up.
Straight out. Okay.
And watch out for our cameraman down there. Nova Scotia will send it back out to center. Well, they will start things off here,
incredible.
Trailing 7-0, getting into the late stages of the first half. Williams digs it out for Nova Scotia. Sends it back now over to the far side. Trying to find some room and go forwards, Montgomery.
Keep going. There you go, you're on.
Back to Williams for Nova Scotia. Trying to grab that one off the dirt. We get a stoppage.
Here, yeah, let's move to just here.
And we're going to have a scrum between Nova Scotia and BC.
Time's off just while he ties your shoe.
Once we get our shoes tied, of course.
Go ahead.
Well, our next game coming up here is going to be an absolute dandy. Newfoundland and Labrador versus PEI in men's preliminary Pool B.
This side, yeah?
That should be a lot of fun.
Fine. Set.
And we're actually way ahead of schedule here at the Sweilers Rugby Club. I'd just like to point that out there as the host committee's done a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Nova Scotia makes one tackle, but not another. The ball pitched out. BC will carry it down, and BC will score another try.
Looked like Liam Turnbull, maybe.
I believe number 3, Liam Turnbull. I will say the BC jerseys look great, but those numbers for the announcers are hard to read. Won't somebody please think of the announcers? They never do. Well, so you and I are going to give that one to Turnbull.
Boys.
So I think you're correct on that one, Seth.
Gentlemen, we're not going to act like that, otherwise we're going to have to take the
Turnbull played with Canada's U20 men's rugby team. This was 15s when they took home silver at the Oceania Rugby Challenge. Lost to Fiji, defeated Samoa and Tonga. So, I mean, great results against great rugby nations.
Yeah, there's a bunch of these, bunch of guys on this team that went to that tournament earlier this year, traveled all the way to Fiji and playing rugby against some of the island boys, getting to go up against the likes of Tonga, Samoa, and Fiji. Absolutely incredible opportunity for each and every one of these guys. Nova Scotia taking it deep all the way down in the end zone. They need to move this thing out of here in a hurry. And brought down on the goal line.
That's backwards now. Keep playing. Yeah, you could.
Nova Scotia still with it. Looking to get out.
Carried back and grounded. That would be a scrum, but it's halftime.
And it is halftime between the two teams as we hit 7 minutes gone.
Right yeah,
it's BC 14, Nova Scotia no score after the opening half here in this game. Game 40 of the competition in Rugby Sevens.
Everything has brought her to this moment. She inches closer to the edge and summons the courage to leap. Because she knows the only way out is across when the floor is lava. Every big moment starts small.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
BMO.
All good, guys? Let's give it up.
Action continues in Rugby Sevens. Men's competition, Team Nova Scotia, Team British Columbia. BC up on Nova Scotia 14-0 after the opening half. Been a pretty good game so far, Seth. It's just BC striking so quickly every time they get the opportunity to do so.
I mean, they punish you every time they touch the ball. They really, really do. And they're showing it in this game, 14-0. Not a large lead after the first half, but definitely a pretty comfortable one.
Now, and Nova Scotia will start with the ball here in the second half. So if they can get this thing down the pitch, they can get in for a try. We make this a one-score game. She's still all to play for.
And Nova
7 minutes, here we go.
Nova Scotia's just getting better as this tournament goes on.
Nova Scotia from deep in their own end, exactly where they finished the first half. Looking for space past BC, good pass. Nice job to break a tackle. Nova Scotia going, brought down from behind as Spinney had his ankles clipped.
Advantage offside.
Nova Scotia still there. That ball gets away from Van Dam, but the referee says offside, was going to play advantage, but we'll bring it back and restart.
Samuel Spinney was down behind the play there. Looks like he will be okay and is getting some attention from the referee and our medical staff.
Spinney did take a spill as he was tackled on that last rush for Team Nova Scotia. So he's probably going to take a sub here. BC will make a sub coming into the game. Number 4, Jonty Nicholas for Team British Columbia. Nova Scotia going to send in some reinforcements as well. Number 3, Liam Saunders joins the fray. Back underway, Team Nova Scotia. Fakes the first, faked the second, and then gave it to Van Dam. Crashes into the defender. He's a big body and fighting hard before finally being brought down. Williams pitches it into the middle. It'll come back here to the wing. Nova Scotia looking for a little open space, tucks the ball, tries to go, but brought down was Saunders. Now it's BC ball, but the referee says, hold on, bring it back over here. There was a shove afterwards, and the referee's going to issue a little warning there to BC. And we're going to bring it in for a scrum. Players lined up in the scrum. It'll be BC to place the ball.
Fine. Set.
Players are set. Ball is live. BC. Moving quickly as they so often do. Looking for space through the defensive line. Up and over the defender, but falls onto the turf. BC will dig it back out. Wide over on the far side of the pitch. Nova Scotia has defenders there, and they'll try to wrap up the ball carrier. Comes out and goes out of bounds. It's 2:12 gone here in the second half. Men's Rugby Sevens, BC Nova Scotia. The score the same as it was when we started this second half of play, 14-0 for BC.
Well, it's just like the first half. Nova Scotia have locked down defense so far. Let's see if they can keep it that way.
Set. Sean, we're good? No. Hold the throw, Justin. We're waiting for subs.
Substitution, British Columbia coming into the game, number 5, Ty Driscoll.
Play on, no contact.
Eli Pavlov, number 11, out there as well. All good pass by Nova Scotia onto the wing.
Play on.
Ball kicked forward.
Nothing.
The race after it, BC going to get back to it with a little time and space. British Columbia now looking to turn it back upfield. Fake the pass, tuck the ball, and then Nova Scotia brings them down by the legs. BC right back up so fast as they get going. Ball tossed back and now thrown to the back line. BC getting it across. Or beats one tackle. Williams is coming in. Can he get there in time? He cannot. That's a try for BC as it's brought in by Evan Palmer. Makes it 19-0 for BC.
Evan Palmer, that's a name we've said a lot here. 19 years old from Vancouver, the big city of BC. He's been so good. He's a high school rugby champion at BC in 2023 and 2024.
Palmer broke that tackle right there, is unable to be brought down by Daniel Fallows. And from there was no stopping him. The kick good as well. So BC's a perfect 7 points every single time they've been in the end zone. And it's 21-0 BC over Nova Scotia. 4 minutes gone, 3 to play. BC gonna send it high. Nova Scotia knew it was coming that way. On both sides of the ball, they had somebody ready to lift up in the air and make a big catch in the air, although they didn't need to by the end of it. Ball takes a funny hop. It is picked up by Nova Scotia as they try to protect it deep in their own end. Team Nova Scotia under pressure, but still rumbling forward, gaining those hard yards. Jersey nearly ripped over his head as he keeps going. And Nova Scotia sends it down. BC back there. Palmer picks it up, gives to his teammate. Ball carrier breaks one tackle, a second, but not a third. BC will reverse it the other way. The winger's open, they see him, but he had to wait for that ball to come in. Taking a knee was Pavlov. Pavlov turns on the Jets anyway. Pavlov trying to shake Williams. Pavlov to the line. He's not quite in there yet.
Time's off. It's a high tackle, preventing a probable high. It's a yellow
and
card.
a yellow card to Nova Scotia.
Oh, wow.
Hey, he stopped the rush. He did what he had to do, but the referee says, no, high tackle. You can't do that. And that's 2 minutes.
Well, you got to do what you got to do, and that's the sacrifices you got to make. And there's the tackle right there to stop that try.
Yeah, totally fair on the yellow card as Williams' arms come up right around the shoulders, pulling him down. Believe it or not, there are some safety rules in rugby.
Sean, our sub's good to go.
But BC ended up getting in there for the 7 points.
Sub's good to go, guys? Good? Okay. Time on. Okay, let's go.
BC deep kick. Will be fielded by Team Nova Scotia. Van Dam trying to come through before he's brought down. So Nova Scotia playing down a man. They'll finish off the match this way.
Backward.
As that ball comes off a hand, we keep moving. And Nova Scotia with a chance to go forward now. Breaks off Palmer. Tries to stiff arm him again as Palmer hustles in and brings down the ball carrier, Saunders. Nova Scotia again tripped up. Still trying to power forward, Saunders. He only gains a couple of yards before being brought down. Nova Scotia, a little daylight this time around. Can he win the race? The foot race on, the defender won't get him. And all the way in for the try.
Well, what an ovation from the Nova Scotia faithful here.
Do it right. You'll kick the conversion after 7 and it's game over.
They've been waiting for that the entire time to make some noise.
Well, come kick it from the front, please.
I think we heard the ref say that this game will be over after they kick the conversion.
As long as you kick it after 7, game's over.
We've just passed 7 minutes gone now. So Nova Scotia sends it, it's wide, it'll end 28-5, BC with the win. Great game for BC. They get it handled. Nova Scotia gets on the board before things are all said and done, but BC picks up the win 28-7 over Nova Scotia. I'm Matt Little, Seth Hyde alongside. We'll be with you all the way through this competition, and get ready, the host team coming up next, Team NL at the 2025 Canada Games.
I apologize. guys there was really disrespectful of me.
Okay,
Sorry.
I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
I teach the boys not to do that, and then I did it. So.
Fair enough. I
Sorry,
appreciate the apology. Thanks.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
For millions of Canadians, too much screen time is a big issue. But for millions of others, zero screen time is an even bigger one. We're committed to growing digital inclusion.
Be seen, be heard, be remembered. Canadian AV, proud supporter of the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sweilers Rugby Club here in the beautiful capital city of Newfoundland and Labrador. This is St. John's, and it's the hosts, Team NL, taking on Team PEI, an all-Atlantic rugby matchup. This is going to be a treat for all of us here at the field. Both of these teams fighting for that third and fourth place spot. Team NL finished 2-1 yesterday. Team PEI finishing 1-2 after yesterday's festivities. So this should be a great game between both of these teams. If it's anything like that Nova Scotia, Newfoundland and Labrador game yesterday, this one's definitely gonna be a dandy. Well, Team PEI is gonna kick it off. Team Newfoundland and Labrador will receive. A packed Sweilers Rugby Club here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. It's PEI, it's Team NL, it's Rugby Sevens. And what a start here for Team NL as they get moving early. PEI with some wonderful defending to nip that in the bud. Some heavy hitting tackles as Team NL looking to move the ball up the pitch. Wonderful passing from them. Tate Cullen hands it off to Henry Newhook. Newhook goes down, drops it off. Regan Pine now powering through. He goes to ground, drops it off one more time. Haas is open on the wing, a beautiful fake. Lovely passing. Team NL is calm, cool, and collected, but it's nicely broken up by PEI. And this will go NL's way. And it's a yellow card coming up for PEI here. So Team NL playing with the man advantage early on in this first half. What an action-packed start from both of these teams. These two teams want to win, and they want to win bad. Well, John Fradsham
this guy coming on, though, he's
goes down behind the play.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
And coming on is David Sibic for PEI. I believe he will replace John Fradsham, who is down.
Okay.
And we're glad to see
Just wait for my whistle again,
that
okay?
Fradsham is okay, and hopefully he will be back onto the pitch here. You hate to see anybody in any discomfort here at these Canada Summer Games.
Intentional knock on.
Well, we're back in play. It's Tate Cullen throwing it over for Haas, who just couldn't get his hands on it as that'll bounce out of play. NL was right there. Just couldn't get it past the line.
Let's go, White.
Well, PEI making the inbound. It's tipped up, and it's back in the hands of Team NL. Newhook moving it along. Look at that open wing, but Snow was going to try to do it himself. He passes it off, but NL, oh, they couldn't get a hold of it. It will be a knock-on, and it will be turned over once again to PEI. NL just can't break it in.
Mark's here. Let's go, White. Set.
Well, PEI will place the ball into the scrum, and they will gain possession for the first time today, but NL right on them right away. Well done from Team NL, and they'll get possession right back. But how about PEI? They're doing a wonderful job of keeping NL out of their end zone.
Here's the mark, hookers.
NL have had it in this bottom half of PEI's half this whole game, essentially, and they still haven't got anything on the board just yet. We're going to enter a scrum here as Tate Cullen will place the ball in, take it out the other side. Can he get there? What a fake from Tate Cullen. Beautiful pass. NL is almost in, and they are in. Team NL draw first blood against their Atlantic Canadian rivals. PEI, they finally got it over the line. So well done from them. It looks like it's going to be Henry Newhook, the Gonzaga Viking, three-time high school champion, who will get it over the line to make this a 5-0 lead for NL, and a low percentage kick here, and that's going to be no good, but NL will take the lead. And what an excellent start from them offensively here. Here's the scrum, and it's placed in and taken out the other side by Cullen. That's a beautiful fake, and there's that pass. So glorious from him. Henry Newhook finally breaking it in. I mean, PEI just so good on defense. It took NL long enough to get it over that line, but PEI will now get possession. Let's see what they can do offensively here. This is the first time they have possession of the ball in open play. They've only had a throw-in and a scrum so far, and they almost got through right there. NL trying to rip the ball out of PEI hands. And PEI keeping the ball moving so nicely. Look at this from PEI. One of the dark horses in this tournament as they make their way up the field. Wonderful passing from them. It's Monroe. Colby Monroe dropping it off. It's Saunders who keeps it moving. Monroe now along. PEI showing some gumption. It's McLeod who's hauled down.
Keep working.
McLeod will pass it to Monroe, and Monroe will keep it moving to Wadman. Captain of PEI for today's game. As PEI looking to take it in, and a knock on there against Team NL, and that's going to be a yellow. The first yellow card handed out to Team NL. And I didn't catch who got that yellow card. We'll see now once he makes his way over here. PEI holding onto the ball. They're almost there. Almost past the try line, looking to even up the game. It's passed back, almost picked off. It rolls forward. PEI trying to kick it through. They'll pick it back up once again. Holding onto the ball. What a nice shield by Max McLeod. And now they're through. PEI is all the way in for a try. This game is all evened up. PEI storming back on the counterattack. Well done from them.
Tit for tat here in half number one between Newfoundland and Labrador and Prince Edward Island. I would have expected a close one from these two right off the hop, and we're getting it.
And the conversion's good. And PEI now has a 7-5 lead. That was a hectic scrum there, and PEI coming away with the ball and the try. Camden Hutchinson.
Time off. Hold on. Time is off.
Well, we're back in play here. PEI will get possession back. Well, what a dream scenario for them right now as NL looking to snatch the ball away, and they almost did just then as that pops up in the air. PEI down, ball comes back, it's turned over. Team NL have the ball. It's Snow who will get it to Henry Newhook.
Great hustle by Team NL every time that ball was there.
Here's Snow up through the gut. Couldn't get through the defense, but he's past halfway as that's left behind. And Team NL's through. It's Tyson Snow. He might just go all the way for the try. The Rock is rocking, and they have the lead once again.
Yeah, this place comes alive with the noise. Tyson Snow right up the middle of the park, and he is in there for the try.
Well, a high percentage chance to complete this conversion. Henry Newhook through the uprights, 12-7. And you see the NL flags waving there. And there's that run by Snow. Right through and right in, killing some time, just stopping and waiting and tapping it down at halftime. NL have a 12-7 lead over PEI as they look to go 3-1 here so far in this tournament. Right now they are 2-1. Well, folks, we'll be back at the Sweilers rugby pitch after a short break. We hope you're enjoying the game.
For generations, we've been nurturing the communities where we live and work. Providing space to grow and preserving the environment that surrounds us. Because we understand that when we invest in communities, we invest in the future. Crosby, committed to community.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to the Sweilers rugby pitch in beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. It's your hosts, Team NL, Team Rock, taking on Team PEI, Prince Edward Island.
Newfoundland and Labrador where they want to be right now, thanks to that late try from Tyson Snow.
Hey, White, we're good?
They're up by a try right now, but PEI, they're going to storm back here. And they'll need a good kickoff as that's high in the air. PEI will collect, bobble it just a bit. NL hot on the ball, and they got possession. And no, this will go PEI's way. Fans don't like that too much. PEI gonna set up here.
No, they don't like that at all, but I love the aggression out of Team Newfoundland and Labrador in this.
PEI keeping the ball moving nicely. PEI still going. Look at PEI fly here. It's dropped, and NL will get it back. Tyson Snow with the go-ahead try right now. Passing it over to Newhook. Newhook keeps it flying. Here they come. Team Rock moving down the wing. Here's a chance for Logan Birdie. Dropped the ball, and that will roll out of play. And it will be a Team PEI throw-in.
Great rush, good job getting everybody involved, working that ball from one side of the pitch out to the other. Not going to do the throw-in, we're going to do a scrum here instead.
Well, let's see what PEI has drawn up here to get this ball moving. It's going to be number 16, David Sibic, who will place the ball into the scrum and hopefully get it out the other side. Yes, he will. He keeps it moving as PEI trying to take it up the other way. Some wonderful passing from them as they start to get their attack going here. Wonderful stuff from PEI. That's brilliant. Hand it off. Snow is going to get there. NL attempting to snatch the ball free, but PEI doing a nice job of hanging on.
We know Monroe's got speed. Good job to wrap him up.
Oh, some wonderful moves by PEI here. That is just brilliant stuff from this squad. And look at them go. It's David Sibic leading the charge. And now PEI trying to move forward, but NL not letting it happen. They're here right in front of the Canada Game stint. Now it comes out the other side to Colby Monroe. He gives it to Sibic, and Sibic will keep it moving. Popped up high in the air, collected by PEI. Oh, they just can't miss their passes, and they might be in through to the end zone, but it's pulled down just before by Team NL. Great rush by Owen Connolly, and now they're gonna get in. It's David Sibic who will even it up for PEI. This game is tied 12-12.
Some good tackling, nothing easy along the way there. But PEI stays with it, gets it done. And a very important kick coming up here, Seth.
Very, very important for PEI.
Got 10 seconds.
The kick's going to be from outside the 709 area code.
Yeah, low percentage kick here. Let's see if it'll have the legs, but
it's a pretty good effort.
Short. It was a very good effort, much better than any of us could do up here. And here's the replay of the try right here. Looked like NL got the stop, but not so fast. PEI keeping it moving. The quick feet of David Sibic puts in the try. 12-12.
Let's go.
Well, after 0-0, this is the first game we've seen tied like this after the score of 0-0. So what a treat this game has been so far. And here comes Team NL. It's Reese Sexton off the bench. Taking it up now, Owen Hedges. Another man entering the pitch. This will be NL's ball, and they'll check it in quickly. Regan Pine zipping up through the middle. Pine will drop it off for Newhook. Newhook, wonderful work from him. What a flick! It's Tyson Snow. One more pass. Owen Hedges is almost there, but he gets shut down. Team NL will grab a hold of it once again. Reese Sexton is there. NL is almost in. They're right on the cusp of the end zone. They're trying to find the ball. Passed along to Newhook, who opened the scoring. Can he do it again? He's almost there, but once again, PEI making the stop. Now one more pass. It's passed along. It's Eric Haas. Eric is in. Of course it's Eric Haas, Mr. Clutch of Team NL, showing up big once again.
Newfoundland and Labrador with a flair for the dramatic at these Canada games. They just can't win anything, 4 minutes in. They got to go right to the final. There's still 2 minutes to go in this game, so we might have more fireworks yet.
And I would even say this is advantage PEI. I mean, they're going to have last possession of this game. It usually takes you about 2 minutes to get it down the pitch. Was that good? Oh, no good. I thought we were going to see our first made attempt from that far out, but NL with a 17-12 lead. And there's the scrum. Wonderful passing by NL. Haas left open, dives in, and this could be his second game-winning try of these Canada Summer Games. Should Team NL win it here, and PEI going to collect and play on rather than start it from half.
That was the good thing for Team PEI, is that because Newfoundland and Labrador had to get that ball out very wide to Haas, it made the conversion kick difficult, and they did not get it. So it's not a 7, it's a 5-point lead. in the final minute of the second half.
Well, NL going to have to do the same here if they want to come away with at least a draw. Oh, a bobbling ball there for Team Prince Edward Island as they look to move forward. It pops out. Does Team NL have possession? They do. Team NL have possession. They're trying to wrestle it to the ground. Team NL have the ball. It's Eric Haas passing it over. Tyson Snow fighting off the PEI defense. It's Civic in there, who's been all over the field for PEI in this game. NL looking to waste as much time as possible. Haas will pass it off. It's Henry Newhook. Oh, going head first right through PEI here. NL trying to just hold off PEI for as long as possible. They're working it back into their own territory.
We've hit 7 minutes.
Andrew Quinlan has the ball. NL's gonna kick it out, and will this do it here? Yes, it will! Team NL have done it! Once again, they improve to 3-1 and take out Team PEI. They have completed their Atlantic Canadian tour here of Group B, taking down their neighbors PEI and Nova Scotia, and it's Eric Haas, the hero. But Matt, let me tell you, I know you missed the first half, but PEI were absolutely phenomenal in this game. Hats off to them. They played exceptional.
I've been impressed with PEI every single time I have seen them in this tournament. They've been in every single game. Fantastic effort. They've got some great skill and some big hugs down there between these absolute warriors who put on a show for this crowd.
Well done from both teams. It's the all-Atlantic matchup of our dreams between the hosts, Team Newfoundland and Labrador, and Prince Edward Island. Folks, we hope you enjoyed that one. Be sure to be kind to one another, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. It's the 2025 Canada Summer Games from beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, the capital city of our great province.
A full life means something different to everyone. However you define a full life, we're here, paving the way for better access to care and empowering you every step of the way.
So what makes Quinlan different? Quality. The quality of our products and the quality of the relationships that we have developed with the people who harvest, process, transport, and ultimately buy that product.
All right, friends, so this game, set piece, let's just be sensible, set it up nice and early, and be efficient. If it's looking okay, right team has the ball, move on. Breakdown, someone whack someone off the ball, let's deal with it. And foul play, let's just get the expected behavior. So the bad guy, let's make sure that it's clear. Other than that, have fun.
Yeah, I can't hear you on the mic.
Oh. Oh, I need. Are you on?
Yep.
1, 2, 1, 2.
We're ready for more preliminary round action here in men's rugby sevens at the 2025 Canada Games. Preliminary action winding down.
1, 2.
Just a few games left. This one, Quebec versus the Yukon. Team Quebec starting with the opening kickoff. Quebec in that all blue, and the Yukon
okay, we can
in their iconic purple uniforms.
Will be a second.
Game number 42 of this competition overall between the men and the women. My name is Matt Little. Seth Hyde alongside me for the call, doing English language commentary. As always, games available in French as well, with Roger Surrett and Richard Proventier.
How about now?
Calling the games in French. The officials just about have things set to go, Seth. It's one of Canada's biggest provinces versus one of the minnows of the competition. That's not going to stop Team Yukon from coming out here, giving everything they've got. They've had great support here at the games.
And they've improved every game as well. They keep on getting better.
Quebec still waiting with the ball as we just make sure everything is set, ready to go for this matchup.
It's only a little bit of vomit.
Looks like this game is going to start right on time here. Every other game has been ahead of schedule so far today.
So we're delaying to get back on schedule because it's too early.
Sorry,
that doesn't happen much.
Asked me to wait because there's some vomit on the field.
Oh, there's our answer right there.
Yeah, bring him.
We were wrong.
I was honestly not expecting that.
Oh my gosh.
Lean up on aisle 6.
There's just something on the field. So
we did see that a little bit a while ago. I think it was one of the Alberta players who was struggling a little bit in the sun. And you got to stay hydrated out there. It is so hot. It is 30 degrees. The sun absolutely blazing down. There is not a cloud in the sky. It is very, very warm here in St. John's. The players have been dealing with it. And yeah.
There's something on the field. They're just going to get it cleaned up.
We just have to clean the field.
Yeah, and just for the record, we weren't laughing at the player that vomited or illness. Actually, we were just laughing. We were saying, oh, they're trying to get it back on time, and then we hear the ref say that. So just to be clear about all that.
Got the situation is a tiny bit comical, but let's face it, nobody wants to be tackled there. So it's a good idea if we can break out the hose or bucket of water here and just get the pitch where it needs to be, and we will be good to go. The pitch has done a nice job holding up throughout these games. Again, this is game number 42 of this tournament between the men and the women's here in Rugby Sevens. We've been playing for a day and a half, just at full tilt. Constantly, game after game after game going on here on this field. It's amazing it's not more broken up than it is. So how about an attaboy to the groundskeepers here at the rugby club for maintaining this pitch as well as it's been.
And you know what, this delay, I mean, it's like they prepared for this in the schedule, because our next game isn't until 1:55. So even if this should be delayed for another, 5-10 minutes, I mean, we'll be fine. We'll still get out of here on time. And again, bravo to the host committee.
Fantastic. So run over the rest of that schedule for us, Seth, because I think there is just 2 more preliminary games after this one.
Yep, so after this game, we have the hosts, Team NL Women's versus Team Alberta. That will finish off Women's Preliminary Pool A. Team NL need a victory if they want any chance of playing in the knockouts. That's going to be a tough task for them. Then at 2:17 to finish off Men's Preliminary Pool A, it's Manitoba versus New Brunswick, and that's going to be quite the tilt from both of those teams. And then we have quite the break. A nice little lunch break for us, Matt. And then we're back for the quarterfinals. We have all the women's quarterfinals, 1A versus 4B, 2B versus 3A, 2A versus 3B, and 1B versus 4A. That'll finish at 5:30. Then it's over to the men's, 1A versus 4B, 2B versus 3A, 2A versus 3B, 1B versus 4A, and that'll finish off at around 7:30 tonight, and just in time for me to get to the soccer game, Quebec versus Newfoundland and Labrador. Newfoundland and Labrador need a tie or to lose by no more than one to finish second place in their group and play for top 8.
Not too bad at all.
Okay.
Players making their way back out onto the pitch now. Once again, Quebec in the all blues and Yukon in the purple, as both of these teams wrap up their preliminary round action here in men's rugby sevens. And as Seth was alluding to, we will get on to the quarterfinals here this evening. There we go. Tessier sends the ball high into the air for Team Quebec. Yukon attempting to field that one, but it ends up on the turf. Knocked on, says the referee.
Let's go.
And we are very quickly into a scrum, just 15 seconds in.
Well, a quick start here for both these teams. After a little delay.
Set. Stay on your side.
Ball in, Quebec comes out with it. Team Quebec has a look, fake the handoff. Now the flip back. No one quite ready for it, but they'll take it off a bounce. Charging forward, can Yukon make the tackle? They pulled a man out, but Quebec still coming forward. And Quebec will
try.
Got in for the try. There was a moment there
Lower, please,
to see if Yukon had actually interfered with that enough, but Quebec gets the ball down, and that's 5 points for Team Quebec.
Well done to Quebec. Like you said, a bit of a hiccup there. But they're in. They got the 7 points now, and a great start to the game for them.
Some good tackling out of Yukon, but Quebec was just able to break it through.
Let's watch this replay here. Now watch this last second pass. Watch this, ready? There it is right there. Beautiful, beautiful stuff from Quebec. And here's the hiccup, but then there's the try.
Yep, going down, going out of play, and still able to pitch that ball off to a teammate. Just great offensive awareness out of Team Quebec.
And that was Thomas Godard that got that try.
Quebec on the rush again now. Sabota chasing him down, but he won't get there. Quebec into the end zone for another try.
Yeah, I mean, once again, great work by Quebec. Starting with kicking off the ball, then recovering it, and then taking it all the way down. They're just rocking.
With the kick. Up and good.
Look at that recovery right there, ripping it out of the hands of Yukon. And there's another pass by Jay Yetman. He has had a third eye for this Quebec team so far in this one. And Maxime Plentevin will get the try to make it 14-0 for La Belle Province.
I want to say that's the first try of the competition for Plentevin. I could be wrong on that one.
Push off the ball.
So as we get going again, 14-0 for Team Quebec. Yukon in possession. Team Yukon throwing it back. Sloboda will take it off the ground, finds a teammate. Quebec hauling down the ball carrier. As Finn Bradford couldn't find very much space. Now Tessier for Quebec. Out wide to the guy who got the last try. He'll get 2. As number 9 is in there for a second score for Team Quebec. Maxime Plentevin scores his second try, and Quebec goes up 19.
Well, Plentevin has been in the right place at the right time for both of his tries, and That one will get steered just wide to the right. And let's have a look at this replay once again of another fabulous Quebec try. And once again, it starts with snatching it right out of the hands of Yukon. I mean, it might not have been in play, but he still snatched it out of his hands. And there's Plantavin running it right in and touching it down. And it's 19-0 for Quebec.
Yukon will field. Forced back a little bit by Quebec. Yukon still in possession. Trying to come up the gut and thrown down to the turf. McInnes making the tackle for Quebec. And now right into the offense. A good pitch off by Team Quebec. And another try as Wyatt Carr was able to flip that over to Jay Yetman. And Yetman runs it in for the score.
Well, Jay Yetman's usually the one flipping it over to somebody else, and now he's got a try, and I believe he's had a try in every game of these Canada Summer Games so far. Let's see if they can convert this 2 points here. And look at the backdrop there of the city of St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. As that'll go up through, it's 26-0. Quebec must feel like rock stars right now. They have had a great first half, but Yukon, again, playing amazing, hanging in there, and they've come a long way, and they're making their territory proud.
Knock on offside. Move, Yukon. Keep moving.
Referee just hustling
Move.
Yukon back onside. Quebec ready to get back underway. Tessier sends it back toward Carr. He'll take it off the pitch. Now out wide, and whistle has already gone.
Bring him on. Yeah.
A couple of passes of Quebec, both hitting the dirt. You don't see that very often.
No, usually they're hitting their passes quite nicely, but once in a while you got to drop one or have one roll along the ground.
Into the scrum.
Thank you, crouch. Bind. Set.
Players are set. Yukon sends it in. Yukon faked the kick and then made the pass off. Now they'll kick. Takes a friendly bounce, but picked up by Tessier. He's immediately wrapped up in purple shirts. That ball back thrown toward the sidelines, and it goes out.
Behind, if you're gonna go.
A little miscommunication by Quebec as 10 and 11 look at each other with a, what was that?
Let's go, hurry up. In the space, go.
Throwing in, up in the air. Quebec knocked it down and took possession. Nicely done. Tessier with a good flip to a teammate. Quebec looking for space. Will shake off 1, 2, 3 tacklers. Here comes a fourth. Accelerates away. Has to move around a fifth. A sixth guy coming in and gets in for the try. Huckle with a heck of a run.
Kai Huckle. That is unbelievable. That is Quebec right there, baby. Great, great job from him. And they just can't be stopped.
Just about everybody on the Yukon team had a crack at it or was close at one point or another there. Huckle showing some fantastic skill as Tessier sends another one through to end the half.
So as we take a live look at the standings here at the end of the first half, with a win right now, Quebec would push up to second place in preliminary Pool A.
They're in the driver's seat right now. Quebec 33, Yukon no score at the half.
Yeah.
A full life means something different to everyone. However you define a full life, we're here, paving the way for better access to care and empowering you every step of the way.
So what makes Quinlan different? Quality. The quality of our products and the quality of the relationships that we have developed with the people who harvest, process, transport, and ultimately buy that product.
Action continues at the 2025 Canada Games in St. John's. We're at Swiler's Rugby Club. Second half between Quebec and Yukon in men's sevens. Quebec enjoying a 33-0 advantage right now on the Yukon, and Yukon will kick things off to start the second half, Seth.
Well, let's see if they can find the end zone once again here. They've only done it once in both genders so far, and it was the men's team that did it yesterday against Nova Scotia.
I mean, that was a game that a near 60-point loss for Yukon against Nova Scotia, but that's the one where they found their way into the end zone, got some points. And if you're in that position right now, that doesn't matter what the other team has. We just want to score some points.
Just stand here.
And you know this crowd would love to come alive again for Team Yukon.
Okay, let's go. Come on. Hey, on se dépêche. Go to the line out. Yukon, stay where you are. Yeah, let's go.
Line out, Quebec up way high. Very nicely done, drops it to Tessier, but he's got nowhere to go. Yukon all over him. Knock-on's gonna stop things.
Yeah, just off his arm, knock on.
Send us back into the scrum.
Okay. Crouch.
Couple of changes coming for Team Quebec.
That's okay, don't be sorry. Time off, the boys, subs.
4 and 6 making their way out onto the field. That's Gabriel Ricci, number 4, and Damon Scharf, number 6. Numéro 6.
En français, mon ami.
Juste un peu.
Like the last one. Yeah, and then just keep the hips in, okay? Time on, crouch.
We must have a comedian here on the scrum. Referee having a good time. Everybody's having a good time here.
Look at that pile move and collapse there.
Offside.
Now here's Quebec in possession. They've been so efficient thus far in this game. Throw it back into the middle, Ricci. Pitches wide. Carr gonna be stopped up. Now Quebec out on the wing. Looking for some space there. Faked a pitch off. Defender right with him. Throws it back to the right. And that'll be carried through. Quebec should score another try, and they do.
You are going to the bin.
that's a yellow card.
He tried to tackle me there.
Oh.
This sport gets a lot funnier when you can hear the official.
Oh my.
So a good try for Quebec.
Did you see the smirk of the Yukon player there as he was trying to reason with him? And a big hit there by the Arber-Jacques lookalike on Quebec.
Yeah, throws it down afterwards, pleads his case, but the referee says, nope, to the bench, yellow card against Quebec.
He stopped for he scored. Sorry.
So Quebec going to be playing short-handed here.
Yeah. After the try. Your pen.
How much time?
Just tap and go, dude.
So because of the yellow card, Yukon will just take it at center. We'll get straight underway, no kickoff. Yukon trying to exploit a little bit of extra space, but there's no space in the middle of that field, is there? Here's Sloboda, who scored the try for Yukon before.
Knock on.
That was a knock on, and then a tackle afterwards just for good measure.
Scrum time, let's go.
And the guys go back into the scrum. Much slower pace here in the second half as we've had a couple of scrums.
We need a hooker. He can hook? Yeah, okay, let's go.
Players lined up. Locked together. And the ball live once again. Quebec. Ricci tossing it out. Finds a teammate. One good move. And then the pitch out to the left side. Quebec on the move. They find the wing again. Good tackle by Yukon as they bring down Ricci.
Timing's good. Play on.
Quebec once again has a look for a teammate, finds him. Coming back into the middle, Sloboda all over his man as Yukon pulls him down with a little help from Dambro. Yukon getting it, or Quebec getting it to Carr. Now out wide again, the charge in, and down for the try is Huckle.
Kai Huckle again with his second try of the game, even though Quebec are short-handed, still moving that ball nicely and using that extra space on the pitch.
Yeah.
And the penalty is just about over for Team Quebec. So they'll come back up to 7 men shortly. Ball sent through the uprights, that's good.
Okay.
I never practiced that shit.
Gotta go quick though. 15. Okay, let's go, boys.
Water patrol off the field. Such an important role. Ball up in the air and ends up coming backwards. So Yukon will get to take it from center. Sloboda hustles over with that one. We'll give it a little tap of the toe and we'll get underway. And Sloboda just gonna send it down deep into the Quebec end and give chase. Quebec got back to it in a nice turn back upfield by Yetman. Quebec moving the ball on his horse, looking for options. Now he's got to tuck it in and go. No, flips it out to Huckle, back in.
Also flat.
Over to Carr, and Carr will take this one in for the try. Great ball movement by Quebec.
And it's captain of the game, Wyatt Carr, bringing it in to make this 50.
That kick will sail wide. Will stay on an even 50 points for Quebec over the Yukon as we approach 1 minute to go here in the second half.
Yeah.
Sloboda checking out of the game for Yukon with a bit of a knock. And he has had a tournament. Been involved in absolutely everything the boys in purple have done.
And he has their only try as well in this tournament.
For you? Yeah.
Coming over to get this one is Alex Wilson. He's had a good tournament for Yukon as well. Wilson's been involved in plenty as he gets this ball up, but Quebec intercepts it. Carr to Ricci. Over. On the attack, Scharf. And brought in and scores. Another 5 points for Team Quebec.
We have to restart.
That happened just before 7 minutes, so the game's not quite over. We're going to get one final action.
You picked it before 7.
Back to the middle, Quebec to kick this off one more time.
Normal. 10 now.
The kick from Quebec is high. Yukon unable to field it cleanly. They will get control, but wrapped up immediately.
And this game isn't over yet, Matt.
Well, Yukon's still moving forward.
Tackle release.
Another hard hit as Yukon brought down to the grass.
Let's go, guys.
That's still moving forward. Yukon will send the ball forward. Off of the kick. Charge after it hard. Take down the Quebec player who had scooped it up. And Quebec gets control. They'll kick this one out, and that should do it. It does. Quebec, 57-0 over Yukon as they put a stamp on the end of their preliminary round action. Good effort by the Yukon territory, but Quebec just too strong in this one as they take the victory. There's more Rugby Sevens coming up. We've got two preliminary round games, and then we'll be into the quarterfinals for the women, followed by the men. Stay with us. Lots more Rugby Sevens on the way from the 2025 Canada Games.
2.1. Holy smokes. Yeah. This one, I had someone make it for me like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know you were there. There's no way he doesn't wait till 7 minutes.
You just need a seamstress and a nice Under Armour shirt. Thanks. And then it goes against you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you guys win.
Yeah. Don't worry, Fred will get it. Thanks. Thanks, Vin. Oh, my eyes.
A full life means something different to everyone. However you define a full life, we're here, paving the way for better access to care and empowering you every step of the way.